Yeah, welcome to another great show tonight. Welcome to ArtCo Drone Solutions uh Bikini Babe show. Where is it? I don't know. But we'll be talking about all kinds of stuff. It's going to be kind of a free for all show. We're going to talk about drones, what's not going to happen, what's been pushed back, what's coming out, what's going on, and all that neat stuff. So sit back and enjoy the show. So anywho, okay, let's get over here to StreamYards. Oh, Bill, he's been a member for 4 months. Congratulations, Bill. Bill of Chin Dynasty. Welcome. Good to see you. And what else? You know what? That deserves a cha-ching and maybe even a train. That's great. Bill, I'm going to be talking about you in a minute here. So, yesterday at work, I told my boss, "Hey, boss, we're running low on right hand gloves. We need to order some more." And he goes, "Oh, well, I'll tell so and so." I said, "Boss, we need right hand gloves." And then he smiled and he started laughing. It took him a few seconds to to kick, get it. It was latex gloves. They're ambidextrous. Anyway, screw that. So you know why burglars wear blue gloves? Because they don't want to be caught red-handed. Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay, so my friend had some really nice work gloves on the other day. I asked him, "What kind of gloves are those?" He said, "Cowhide." I said, "What's so scary about cows?" The gloves come off at home. It's one of the benefits of being married to a proctologist. How I accidentally crushed a vegan customer's soul at Subway. So I work at Subway. Yesterday I had a chick come in. She told me she wanted a veggie delight. As I went to make the bread, she asked me if I could change my gloves because she was vegan and I had been handling meat. I did that, no problem, perfectly reasonable request. I get her bread toasted, put all the veggies she wants on it, started to wrap up her sandwich. She says, "Can I get some mayo?" I looked at her. She's looking at me. I pick up the mayo, waiting for her to be like the ha ha, nothing. You know, mayonnaise has eggs in it, right? This girl stood there silent. She stood there for a second. No, the vegan said, "No, it doesn't. I get mayo every time. Are you sure?" Yes, ma'am. It has egg whites in it. I feel so horrible. She stood there with such distraught and defeated face. I had shattered this poor girl's world. I had a couple waiting, so I had to get this lady out of here. Me. "Would you like mayo on it, ma'am?" "Sure, go ahead." She sounded so defeated. So I gave her mayo wrapped in her sandwich up and charged her for the sandwich. She was silent for the whole time. She took her sandwich and started walking out. Me. "Thank you for coming. Have a nice day." She looked at me with a sigh. Yeah, I'll try. Walked out. And that's the story of how I taught a vegan that mayonnaise is, in fact, not mayo. Vegan. All right, well. Oh, hey, we got a super chat from Keith, a Jeep, a drone, an old man. Thank you very much. And let's keep that. Yes, that was a long joke. I think it was too long. I think Dominic, it was so long that his cat's even starting to run around in front of the camera. So let's get this show going. And enough of the bad jokes. But since it is Bikini Babes Day, I think it's time for some I don't know, some photos of some. Hopefully, I could put this on there. Maybe it might not work. Let me. Hmm. Let me hold on. Maybe this will. Okay, let's see if this will work. Oh, here we go. I think this might work. Okay, we'll share the screen. I think Ken Heron will get a joke. Will love this one. This one's for you, Ken. Yeah, Bikini Babe Show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. There's some more. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. I think we had enough for the guys. So let's get this show going. I want to thank Ken Heron for that $5. Yeah. Super chat and a train. So let's get this going. It is the thunder from down under. He's no blunder. Let's bring on Dominic. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, good morning. The other day, I went to take a balloon elephant with me because, I thought it was really nice. Trouble is, I tried to put it on the back seat of the car and it didn't fit. So I had to pop the trunk.
Oh, deserves one of those. All right, without further ado, let's welcome all the way from New York State. It's Charles. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Art. Hey, Dom.
Hello, everybody in the chat.
So, how's the weather in your neck of the woods, Charles?
Well, actually, it's being seasonably cool, but lovely.
Good. Good. About you, Dominic?
We nearly hit 80 the other day, so
Oh, wow,
slowly
nice.
warming up. Mid 70s and low 80s. So it's really
Well, we
starting to
were in
warm
the
up.
70s
Lovely.
here today, and I went to a company picnic, brought my sister with me, and she got to meet some of my coworkers, my boss, and all the big wigs at the company, and we got to take a tour of the factory. So she got to see what I do and what kind of products we make there. So she enjoyed that, and we had a raffle, and I won a phone charger.
Cool.
Hey.
Yes, hopefully it'll work for this, because I think these kind of devices only work with iPhones.
No, if it's an NFC charger, if
Oh,
you've just
well,
got the NFC, it should work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah! Shoot, I opened the wrong end, and it's on the floor.
That'd be right.
Hold on a sec.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh, got it. Good.
Ah, there we go. I'll make myself
Live
big.
unboxing.
And see, it's got the company name on it.
Okay.
So cool. So got that, and here's the little charging cable, which is cool. And make myself smaller. So let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Chuck Kovacian. Kovacian. I watched your video about the Surf place, and the highest point in Vermont. That was pretty cool. I will finish it up later, because I was watching it just before the show, and I go, "Oh, it's time for getting back to."
Yep.
Yeah, so I gotta watch it a little later. We got Steve Knowles, Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger, Warren Akira Show. Warren, I hope you got your toffee. I hope you enjoyed that. Mickey Moo Productions, welcome, welcome. Brad, Catskills Brad, and Keith, a Jeep, a drone, and an old man. And we got Mad Props Media. And we got Brian, Waypoint, New England. I hope I said that right. Yep. Charles Skoleski, Ken Heron, and Dominic Northside Hawk. And we got Bill, Chin Dynasty. Bill sent me something really cool.
Oh, great.
Which, knocking it over. Anyway, make myself big again. He sent me this.
Oh, great.
And inside, he sent me. Oh, let's see if I could do it without it falling out. He sent me this little drone, which I will do a test, and I will give it away next week. And he gave me a bunch of Chin Dynasty stickers, which are cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So, get the drone out. Oh.
Jalen.
Oh, Jalen Churita. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, Jalen.
And we got Mr. B Outdoor Misadventures. And who else? Jalen, good to see you.
Yep.
So, you know what? I think I got one of these in the when I won a bunch of stuff from the police auction website, and I got one of these, but it was broken. So the battery from that should fit this.
Oh, great.
Cool. So that's what I got. Hopefully you can see that. I mean, that is a cool looking.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Cool sticker.
Mm-hmm. So I'll give it a test flight and kind of do a review on it, and should be a lot of fun.
Mm.
I mean, it's probably got a, I don't know, a 1080p camera on it, and I don't think, yeah, gimbal does. I think you could adjust it. You could move it by hand, but we'll see how well it flies, and also the batteries go in the back of the controller. So
Joe.
oh, we got Joe, Captain Joe America.
Yep.
Good to see you, sir.
Yep.
There we go. Cool. It kind of looks like a controller for Mavic Mini.
Mm.
Yeah. Similar look. Cool. Give it a whirl. So that'll be. Bill's say fluid in his living room. Okay. Cool.
Mm.
And that's what's going on. And all right, let's welcome all the way from St. Lucie, Port St. Lucie, Florida. It's Uncle Bill. Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh, is this Art's channel? Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I came to the wrong place. Hey guys, can you hear
Hey.
me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Yourself?
Good. Good. You know, it's funny. I got home early. I could have been on earlier, but I fell asleep watching Wonder Woman on Prime Video. They got all these DC movies for free right now, so I was just going through them all. Seen them all once, you know, but long enough period of time passes by. It's like the first time, and plus Gal Gadot, you know.
Yeah.
I could watch that again.
Mhm.
My favorite brunette next to my wife, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
you know. But anyway, so how's everybody feeling tonight?
Yeah, it's all right.
Good.
Doing pretty good.
I missed the
Been to
Bikini
a
Babes.
company.
Yeah.
What, you guys had bikinis on?
Yes, we
Because
did.
you are babelicious. Who was wearing the bikini?
Oh, it was these gals.
I'm wearing bikinis right now. And so is Charles. He keeps it a secret though. You know. Anyway, so how is that? So please tell me, what did I miss? Anything good?
Oh, well, yeah.
Besides
missed
Bikini Babes,
these.
that does nothing for me. I'm old. I live in Florida. Who's that? That's not a bikini.
That's Mrs. Rizwana.
Who?
That's what it says on. So,
So you don't know these people?
nope, this is just something on Flickr.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And
Yeah, so I had to one up Ken Heron.
okay.
Nice.
Evidently, they're from India, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Nice work.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Sort of.
That was
Yeah.
just fabulous.
Mhm. Had to do something.
Well,
Something a little
that was your clickbait intro right there. I like
yeah,
that.
there you go.
Bikini Babes. Oh my. Yeah. She's but you don't know her.
No.
Did you ask her if she
So-
could use her pictures on your stream?
No, this is on Flickr. So I just kind of.
Oh,
went
okay.
through.
So if it's on Flickr, you could just use it.
Yeah,
Mm.
I just did. Anyway, how's the bowling leads going, Bill?
I just did. I like that answer. Fine. It's going
Good.
down the lane and knocking the pins down.
Oh, good.
Well, it's the beginning of the fall season, so I'm a very busy boy. You know, getting all leagues
Good.
up and running and started, and it's going well. My youth league is growing yet a little bit. I got 43 kids in my youth league, so that's pretty good. I had 53 last year, but that people joined late, so I might still hit that, which would be pretty amazing considering how many people aged out. I lost a lot of bowlers because they aged out. You know, you go 18 years old, and then they too old for it. You know.
Yeah.
Flickr, I barely knew her. Warren. 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 But no, it's doing good. A bunch of nice kids, nice families, and I'm enjoying.
People not bringing outside glasses or cups.
Why are you bringing that up? Was I going off on that the last time I spoke to you? Yeah, people still do that. They walk into a place that serves with their own drinks, and it's like, why do people think that's okay? Never mind. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, I'm not bringing my own food too. Is that all right? No, I'm just going to eat it here underneath your food license. That's great.
Mhm.
Yeah. Give myself food poisoning and sue you because they could. If we allow them to eat food that they brought in and they get sick on it, they get to sue us.
Yeah.
Isn't that welcome to America?
This is my first drink since I had a lovely staff go up my ass the other day.
And
What a
any
nice
results
group of,
on that?
what a nicest group of people. They actually signed this big thing. Everybody I came in contact with, your anesthesiologist and your what do you call nurse, the person that let you, they all signed this thing. Thank you for using our services or something. Although there was like a big card and they signed it. I've never had a doctor's office do that before. It was
so essentially, thank you for being sick.
Yeah, thank you for letting us look up your ass. But it was neat, and they were very nice. Yeah.
Everything came out okay.
2 polyps, 2 big ones actually. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, though that goes off to the pathologist, and
The doctor thinks it's fine though. But yeah, it goes off to the pathologist. He said he didn't. That and I have diverticulosis.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis.
Ulosis. It's only ulitis if it gets infected.
Oh, okay.
Ulosis means that there's actually holes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then I've
Abscesses in
gone
your-
to diverticulitis then.
But 50% of people over 60 have it.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
I
Most
have.
people probably don't know it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a little bit. I saw the
Brains.
pictures. Not
We're a
bad.
little guy.
Kinda
So
like,
that's it for now.
golf ball dimples inside your colon.
Golf ball, huh? That's big.
Yeah.
Mine's moderate.
No, that's the kind of dimples. Anyway, we got Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk,
Oh, the dimples.
and he probably wishes he stayed drunk.
Stay drunk, yeah.
So anyway,
So,
he thinks I'm
well,
fine.
Bill, we wish you the best and hope that everything's okay.
Yeah, he thinks it's fine, but we'll find out when it comes back.
Mhm.
But anyway, and this is my first drink. I wasn't going to drink. It's funny. I can't take aspirin for 2 weeks, but I can have a drink. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I did a little research. Tylenol is okay. No aspirin, no Advil, no ibuprofen, no anything.
No NSAIDs.
But except Tylenol. Tylenol's okay.
Mm.
Because they
Well, you know what they say: ends justify the means.
Yeah. I missed the longest joke in history
Yeah.
Okay. Did I?
Yeah, it was a really long joke.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I'll review it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, rewind to earlier.
So did you miss me last week?
Yes,
I
did.
thought I caught the end of it, but you guys didn't even tell me we
Oh
weren't.
yeah, it was over when you finally popped in.
Well, I was at work. I had things to do, It's
I
like
know.
Bud said, I'm going to pop in and say, say something. And I talked to you guys for 15 minutes before you said, we're not live, right? Waste my time.
Well, but we did get to watch you finish out your evening at the bowling alley and
Yeah, it was right at the end when I reached out. Yeah.
turn out the lights and.
But I've done so much work this week. I was able to cut out a little early today because I got everything
Good.
done. Warren's quick with the jokes there. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
But I'm pumped. There you go. Yes, I did. I've got pictures of the inside of my colon. You want to see them?
Sure, why not?
I'm not doing it. Nobody wants to see that, Artie.
I got a drone from Bill Chin Dynasty.
Cool.
Yep.
You gonna fly it
and
or give it away?
Gonna do a test this weekend and some stickers.
That was really nice, Bill. What a generous feller you are. And he sent it to you from Canada.
Yeah, Kenyatta. Yep.
With batteries?
And with batteries in it. Yep. Right here.
You know how much that costs to ship across international with batteries? You owe him. You owe him.
Well, he's the one. He won the.
Unless he lied, because he could always lie and not say that there's batteries in it. Yeah. I did that once by accident. Yeah.
But they're the generic. They're not lipos.
Yeah, but that's the controller.
Yeah.
And those aren't lipos. Look.
Oh, yeah, the drone has a battery.
The drone batteries. That's what I'm talking about. That's some energizers. What are you? Are you drunk? That was very nice of him. That's a very nice gift.
Yeah, the batteries in the back.
Yeah. Right up the backside.
Yep.
Yeah, just shove it right in the back there. Yep.
And we got Michael.
And turn him on.
Welcome. Good to see you,
Michael.
And your mystic Ken Heron was just here.
Yep.
And we got Chris Sunrise, Water Media.
See what Bill says? $160 USD. It cost someone to send it to me to try. Wow.
Well,
how did you get it to Arts? I don't know. Yeah, United States Postal Service won't even ship them. You'd have to go through FedEx. Or how did it get there? UPS.
I think it was UPS. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. UPS. There you go. Hi, Chris. How are you? Yeah, I sent when we gave away that. What was it? That DJI OM5.
Oh,
yeah.
I sent that to Trevor. And I didn't know I wasn't supposed to send anything with. I didn't know at the time. It was my first international thing like that. I just put down that it was a selfie stick. United States Postal Service delivered it. Wasn't that bad. Found out later I was a bad boy.
Oh, nice.
Here, look at all these people.
Yeah,
look at all these people. So, today I went to the company picnic. Had a great time. Won a phone charger.
Yay.
Trelleborg.
Yep, that's the name of the company I work for.
Oh.
Yep.
Trelleborg? I mean, the owner isn't a strange-looking woman with, tubes coming out of her head and telling you that you can't go home now.
Resistance is futile.
Yeah, that's it.
Futile.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yep.
I'm a little concerned for you now.
They have plants all over the world. They have several in the United States. And
some in the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah.
Some in the Delta Quadrant.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was pretty cool. I won this, and
27 Canadian descended? That's really cool. You see that, Bill? Did you lie about what was in the package, or just nobody cares what they ship to the United States? It could be nuclear waste. Yeah, send it to the U.S. That's okay.
There you go.
They don't really have borders or anything anyway. I hope that washed you out. Yeah, I lost about 5 pounds. I don't know how long I was keeping that bologna sandwich in there.
No shit.
See, that's how you're supposed to tell a joke. But bum. Quick.
Yep.
There you go. I'm not kidding. I lost 5 pounds. I don't think I had anything to do with that. Didn't eat a real lot.
No.
Just starting to feel better a little bit. I mean, I felt okay, but crampy and nauseous. Couldn't sleep.
Crampy and
that.
farting.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't mind farting though. Farting's okay. It's when you get surprised.
Yeah.
Those laxatives were still working after I went home. I went home starving to death, eating. I said I could eat, and that's when I discovered that it was still Mucilex was still in effect.
Yeah.
But,
it's like
blast off.
Like you feel like you want to fart, and you're like, not feeling too comfortable.
Don't be. Yeah, no, I don't trust farts anymore. No. What a great conversation. So, have you flown any drones lately?
No, I haven't. I've been busy with work, and the weather's been kind of weird too. It's cold, and then we got some rain this week.
No.
And today was a nice day. Went to the picnic, took my sister, went on the tour of the plant. She got to see what kind of work I do, and she got to meet some of my coworkers and my boss, and food was good. Oh, and they had an ice cream truck there. They had custom ice cream there. So I had a mint chocolate chip ice cream bar dipped in chocolate with crushed almond. Yeah, baby.
That obviously had an effect on you because the way you're describing it. That's great. Good for you.
Finally.
Sounds like a wonderful day.
Yes, it was. We
You
got
could've
Joe Photo Leo.
I just said no. I haven't flown any drones, but that's. How about you, Dominic? Have you flown any drones lately?
No, I've been too windy again.
How about you, Charles?
Good temperature though.
Well, I did.
Hmm?
I did fly my Air 2S a few days ago.
Good for you. That's awesome. Yeah, you're the only one here that's flown in the last week, apparently. How'd it go?
Oh, it was okay. My battery was like at 3/4, so I just put it up, grabbed a few quick shots, and brought it back down.
That's what they do. It's awesome. I'll probably charge mine up again, bring them to my dad's, and not fly it tomorrow. I'm going to my dad's tomorrow. I didn't go last week.
No.
And put the bike back on the street with the sign on it. And change the oil on the other one. And then put it out. We'll see. We'll see. We're not really actively selling them. Yeah, we are gonna sell. We could buy them now. They run good. So, run good, look good. Yep. And $4,500. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. That's what we're at. We're asking like 43, I think, each. 42, something like that. But we're flexible,
Oh, good.
But it's, if you look it up online, they go between 47 and $5,000, something like that. 49, $5 grand.
Oh.
Although it's hard to find them with that many, with that low mileage on them.
Right. So, are you going by Kelly Blue Book?
I think it was Edmonds. I forget. Yep.
See. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That, and then you just find them, you just find listings and you look at them and you see what people are selling.
Yep. Right. Gives you an idea of what
the dealers are around
for.
$5,000 and or more. Locals are a little less. So we'll get what we can. And that's it. And be done with it. All this driving back and forth and working in that hot garage. Because it's still warm here. Although right now, look at this. It says near record. It's only 81 and it's near record. I guess it's because it's September 16th. Let me see. Port St. Lucie. Oh, no. Tomorrow's temps near record high. Tomorrow is going to be 90, I guess.
Wow.
91. Yep. That's what it says.
Cool. Well, it was a beautiful day today in the mid to upper 70s. And I think tomorrow we're going to be in the 80s. Haven't heard from my friend from the flight club if we're going fishing or flying tomorrow. So, yeah.
Do both.
Both.
Yep.
You can bring your drone to the water.
Yep. Yeah, some of us even land in the water.
Can't bring them out in the Muhammad. Some of us even land in the water. Some of us can.
Yep.
I always thought they were cool. Splashdown.
A couple of us have done that.
Oh, yeah, mine's hit the water, but it hit something hard first before it went into the water.
Yeah. Well, I had help with mine.
Did you?
Yeah. Somebody else was flying it.
Oh, then you haven't really technically done it. No, it's interesting.
Well, although I did lose my not my DJI FPV, but my 5-inch FPV went in the lake next to the park this spring. So that went bye-bye. Yeah. Because my VL wasn't paying attention. I said not Daryl, but anyway, the other guy.
His brother Daryl?
Yeah.
Or was it his other brother Daryl?
Jordan. He said, Jordan, where did they go? I don't know. I wasn't looking. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, don't pay him now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. A lot of people say, "How did that feel? You lost that job." It's funny when it went. I said, "No, it sucks." That was it. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
That sucks. That's gonna be expensive to replace, and that's it. And I walked away. That was sad. I wanted to. I had video that came back. I used that. Then I replaced it. I wouldn't like to lose that one now that it's got a Joe Fotoleo original, airbrush paint scheme on it, which you've all seen.
Well, I got one, and
I'm afraid to fly it.
I'll try to fly it tomorrow. Haven't flown in a while. So that's a fun little drone to fly. It flies a little different than the Avata. I think the Avata is a little. I don't know if it's beefier, but
then what?
It's built the FPV, the DJI FPV.
The DJI FPVs. What do you mean? The Avata's not beefier. What does that mean?
Well,
the FPV is way heavier than the Avata is.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's one. If they fly a little different, so.
But, sure. One's a lot faster than the other. And
with with the FPV,
One
you're
you can fly
kind of
into things
worried.
without breaking it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Where with the
I mean,
Avata,
normally.
if you break a frame, you can replace it with the FPV. You break it, a lot of stuff will go wrong with it. Like
Yeah.
you'll screw up a motor, or you'll damage the board, and a lot of things get
Well, just to
screwed
be
up.
clear, you could do that with any drone. And if you splash it,
That's
they're
true.
both gonna be dead.
Yeah, that's true.
There is that.
Mm.
But no, I like my FPV. I just now that it's pretty because it's got Joe's paint on it. I don't want to wreck it.
It looks cool. I like it.
Yeah.
And it looks like what is it? Not the Air 4, but the Mini 4 is coming out.
Mini 3 feels like it just got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got Max. Hey, Max. Max here, 420. Welcome. Good to
Hi,
see
Max.
you.
Max.
And we all heard about the remote ID being pushed back 6 months. So.
Yeah.
No, I heard it was supposed to be, but it's officially pushed back now. I wasn't that worried about
That's
it.
what I've been hearing on some of the other channels. So.
Oh,
They gotta wait.
like rumor.
They're doing that so that the manufacturers could get caught up with the production of the module.
So they're being nice to the manufacturers as they're telling them that you can't sell their drones here anymore. It's nice. It's interesting. It's kind of a bipolar relationship they got going there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe they're doing it for us.
Just like that bowling league, the bipolar bowler.
That's actually the name of one of the teams in one of our leagues.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Any name, any team name you can think of, it's I've seen it. More than once. Although I had a team and we bowled on a Sunday league, which is unusual. And we were two assholes and went, bowling on Sunday. And their name of our team was Wrecked, WRECKED. Wrecked them. We wrecked them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, wrecked.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. Two assholes that go bowling on Sunday. And I haven't seen anybody else.
Wrecked them, damn near killed them.
That's right. Speaking of which, I got to call him. He got old. The guy I bowled with, my bowling partner, reached out to me. He was in the hospital. I'm a sociopath. It's like I don't even care about people. Except you, Artie, and you, Charles, and you, Dominic. I'm gonna get. I wasn't gonna drink more than just this one little tiny drink, but of course, now that I've had one, I just changed my mind.
Yeah. Well, they're just like Doritos. We'll make more.
I don't get drunk on Doritos, but I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay. I never leave.
It would be awesome to be able to get drunk on Doritos.
Yeah.
There you go. Mm-hmm. And you know what? And that's what I had with my lunch today. Yep.
Doritos.
Yep. Nacho chip.
Nice.
With my hot dog.
They can find some way to make like a tequila lime Dorito with real tequila.
Yep.
Ooh. There you go. It'd be kind of soggy though. Anyway. The ice cream was good. They had all kinds of games. They had one of those great big giant sized Jenga games. That looked cool. And then they had the ring toss where you had all the big bottles and you throw the rings. And then you had the little miniature basketballs to knock down the pins. Yeah.
Mhm.
And what did I do? I went to play cornhole,
Yay.
and I stunk because first time I did it, I couldn't even get it halfway to the board. And they say, "Oh, you can move up
You
a little
missed the
bit."
next.
And I finally got it up on the board, and most of the time I wasn't on the board. But luckily, I had a partner that who was pretty good, and I think we only lost by a point or two. So
Mm.
it's
May as well
good to
been 20.
have.
Yeah,
You lost.
Yeah,
1 or 100.
we lost.
What a rationalization. My.
Mm-hmm.
We only lost by a point.
Yeah, it beats being beat by
He's
a
beating the
bunch.
Giants and losing by 40.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, what a surprise. Giants suck.
How about
Who would've-
how
who would've
about the
thought?
Jets, man? Where their quarterback gets injured on the fourth play, and they
Oh.
still won.
Well, they're a good team overall, but they're kind of screwed now. What a way for him to end his. That may end his career, because he's getting up there. So we'll see how he comes back from it, if and when he comes back from that. But the Giants, I didn't even watch it. I just could have predicted it. Danny Dimes, 2 interceptions. Oh, he's back to those because he's trying to make something happen and got sacked 7 times. Oh, of course. Again, shocker. Same, different day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And my Broncos lost by a point, and they.
Oh, you won the Broncos?
Yeah, they had that onside kick that didn't work, and then they had the missed point after the touchdown. They missed that, so they lost 17-16. Yep. And they were up 16-10 in the fourth quarter, and the defense just couldn't hold them. So, yep. But hey, we're playing the Commanders this week. Yep, that's right. The Raiders are in first place.
Yep.
And let's see. Oh, the CU Buffs play CSU today, so that should be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
And what else is going on? So you had a hurricane that it's going to hit New England instead
I
of
didn't
Florida.
we didn't have a hurricane.
No.
Never came near us. That's somebody else's hurricane. They can have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's going to Maine or
So
something.
you
Can't
talking
get
about-
there from here.
Are you talking about the one that's supposed to hit Canada?
Yeah, Canada is. It's a nor'easter at that point, though. It's not.
Yeah.
They're not calling it a hurricane. They're just hurricane force winds. That's interesting how they do that. Well, it's not really a hurricane, just hurricane force winds. Okay, that's much better. But
it sounds better than a tropical depression.
I guess the I is gone at this point, so that they can't technically call it a. Yeah, it's a hurricane. Yeah. Very good. Warren's on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no I in team. Yeah. Yes, there is. It's in the a-hole.
Yep.
I don't get it. There's no I in team. Yeah, there is. It's in a-hole. There's no I in a-hole either. How did you? I don't get it.
It's in the I part. There's the I.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't get it. It's a visual.
It's a visual gag.
Yeah.
It's just too deep for me.
Just like we're out of right-hand latex gloves. was funny. The look on my boss's face when I pulled that on. Such a cool guy.
Speaking of that, reminds me my wife was working at a restaurant. And noticed one of the lesser intelligent, barely English speaking dishwashers coming out of the bathroom with his gloves on. She goes, "Did you wash your hands?" "No, I don't need to. I have my gloves on." He thought it was okay to go to the bathroom and go back to work because he had his gloves on. Yeah, and that's a true story. It's scary, huh? And she let him have it because she didn't stand for that.
I bet she did.
She's a hot-tempered little chihuahua. My wife yells at them all the time and gets away with it. It's nice to be small and cute. You could tell somebody the worst thing that ever crawled out of this slime that oozed at her mother's belly, and they just, "Oh, you're so funny. Oh, it's so funny hearing you talk like that." If I said it, of course, someone would shoot me. But yeah, she was rough. Should I say what restaurant it was and where it was located? It's in St. Cloud. That should narrow it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We don't like them.
Oh.
She got hurt at work. Ended up having to sue them. Because they're idiots. Yeah. It's totally their fault. And she ended up having an operation because of it. That's how bad she got hurt. So, screw you guys. I'm taking my money and going home. Condom between wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Well, possibly. I remember when I was young and broke, I used to wash them out and reuse them. I didn't say that, did I? I think they were usually mine.
Well, all you have to do is just use whiteout.
I just turn it inside out.
There you go.
Anyway, so what else is going on, fellers?
Well, let's see. Didn't Elon Musk have another rocket go up? Was it the Starship that went up?
I don't know. Did he? Let's discuss. Let's Google.
Yeah.
Somebody in the audience. Does anybody know?
Anybody? Anybody out there?
Where? From where? From over here? Florida?
Texas.
Well, I don't know what the hell's going on in Texas. I live in Florida. That's a long ways. That's closer to you than me. Actually, it's probably about the same. Excuse me. Not yet. He's prepped to start. Yet. See, I knew somebody would know. Cool Cat's smart. If you ever watch what he says, seriously, pay attention to him. He's also cool. But I don't think he's an actual cat. He's prepped this Starship. Yeah. All right.
Now, which was better, Starship or airplane? Talking about Jefferson.
Yeah, I know. Airplane, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Charles?
I'm going to go with Starship just because I'm probably more familiar with their music from that time period.
Yeah. I think that's the song that gets Starship over the line.
Yeah, but it was more like a pop song, you know.
Yeah,
really
that was their pop. That was their way of making money,
right? And what was their hit when they were airplane? Was it White Rabbit?
White Rabbit. I was just going to say, yeah.
I still think. I mean, White Rabbit and Don't You Want Somebody to Love?
Yep.
I
mean, that's what I think of when I think of these guys.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Toffee Giveaway. Type in hashtag Toffee.
You know, Grace Slick is still alive.
Yep, he is still. What is she? 80?
83.
78?
83.
83. Wow. Mm-hmm.
Don't you want somebody to love? I was right. Airplane's better. Don't you need somebody to love? Because then it just became Starship.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give it. Whose toffee are you giving away this time, Artie?
Oh, probably the same company. The Choco Love. Yeah, there you go. The diabetes lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that gross song as Starship. We built this city.
We built this city.
Ugh. Yeah, Airplane definitely.
We built this city on rock and roll.
That was just God. You sounded just like. You even look a little like her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now that she's 83.
Mm.
Here we go. Yeah. Who is the greatest female rock singer in history?
That's a
That's a tough one, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got Janis Joplin. You got Grace Slick. You got
Joan Jett.
I was just gonna say Joan Jett.
Joan Jett. I like Joan Jett, but I don't know if I'd put her up there. I guess Joan Jett.
Who else?
Just thought of
Lita
somebody.
Ford. Lita Ford.
Yep, that was another one I was just gonna say. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
What's her name from Heart?
I saw her at
Nancy Wilson.
Yeah, the Wilson sisters.
Yeah.
They were incredible. Yep. Liza Minnelli. That's a good one there, Warren.
Yeah, but that's not rock and roll.
Judy Garland. You know.
Thanks for playing. Yep.
Dolly Parton. Yeah.
Yep.
I could see Dolly Parton doing White Rabbit.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could actually. It's in my mind now. Hearing Dolly Parton do White Rabbit. Oh my God! I bet you it would be awesome. Makes you bigger, the other makes you small. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Anyway, Taylor Swift.
We're up to 12.
That's quite the rocker right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who else would you put on that list?
Oh.
Rock singers, female rock singers.
Right.
I think we've pretty much done it.
Well, no, I mean there's a bunch of borderlines, you know, like
Yeah.
Their names escape me.
The Runaways.
What's her name from the Cranberries?
Dolores O'Riordan, I think their name was.
All right, let's get that up to 15. How about 20?
Come on, 15. 15. Come on, everybody.
Yeah, 15.
Debbie Harry.
Yeah, it's borderline.
She's some Pat Benatar.
Oh, you can say
Pat.
Pat. Yep, Pat Benatar. Yep. Did.
Patti Smith.
Oh, yeah, you could make a case for her.
Oh God.
Alanis Morissette is
and,
considered.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
and Lennox.
Annie Lennox is great. Yeah, actually, I like her.
Yeah, not really rock though.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're not headbangers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Ethel Merman. Yeah,
what's
right.
rock?
Right, Warren. Susie Quattro. Mickey
Yep.
Mouse.
Yeah, Susie Quattro. Yep.
Yeah, you could put that.
Quattro,
put her up
cinco, cinco, seis.
there.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think that was her.
No.
I could
That's
be
all
wrong. Okay, so who wins?
Right,
We named enough people. Who's the winner?
Yeah. 14, come on.
Linda
One more.
Ronstadt is listed as rock.
Don't know. Can't put
I mean,
that
she
one
was
in.
good.
Female performer, yes, but I wouldn't say rock.
Yes, it says genre rock. Lita Ford, Stevie Nicks. I mean,
Yes.
I wouldn't put her in the rock category, though.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you call that music, right?
Yep. Or how about Mackenzie? Or not Mackenzie.
Yeah. Her, the one that she sang with her.
McVert, you mean Christine McVert?
Christy McVie.
Yeah, but I'm talking about with the mamas and the papas.
They were folk singers, dude.
Yeah, that's folk.
Yeah.
Well, they were folk rock, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and
Mackenzie Phillips, I think you're talking about.
Mackenzie Phillips.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or yeah.
I guess. I don't know. She was hot.
All right, let's go ahead and draw. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's the winner this week.
Roxette, you're right. Roxette was big.
Roxette.
All right, we got to give it to
Jerry Bauer, you are the winner. Hey, all the Canadians are winning. You guys are killing me.
I mean, I would say Janis Joplin, hands down, if her career lasted longer.
Mm.
I never really cared for her voice.
What? What?
It sounded like screeching
you
cat.
Philistine. Philistine. I said greatest rock singer. I didn't say the one you just enjoy the most. You know. Yeah. Half those cute girls we named, I don't like their songs. I don't like their music. I just recognize that they were big. You know. I mean, the Hart Sisters, man, they had longevity. Yeah.
The Bangles. Remember the Bangles?
Yeah, that's.
Couldn't put them in rock, though.
That's
Walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
You know what? I used to start my show back when I did comedy. I would come out to Walk Like an Egyptian, and I'd say, I'm not really disabled. I just walk like an Egyptian. Well, it was funny then.
Yeah, I'm sure it was great. There was, I'm sure there was a lot of nervous chuckles and laughter and people looking at each other. Should we be laughing at that?
Yeah.
Yoko Ono.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she's right up there with Janis Joplin.
Sounds like a chicken being run over by a train.
Oh, well, hey, John Lennon thought she was the greatest thing ever. So
Yeah.
can't argue with John Lennon. It's John Lennon.
Yeah.
The Avada flies like a paper plate. Well, that's going to start some fights.
You take that back.
Okay, any votes there? We got one for Susie Quattro again. We got one for Boy George. Do you really want my herpes? You know, he was good. Vada's more adorable than a paper plate. Okay. Probably is. I wouldn't eat a sandwich on it.
Here's one. I think, because I don't remember her name, Tina Turner.
Oh, Tina Turner, it was awesome. I mean, she was one of the best performers that ever did it. But rock?
Borderline rock.
I don't know. She did a lot of
Stevie
soul.
Nicks.
We said Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, we've already had that.
Yeah, you're in the past.
Pat Benatar.
Said
Janis Joplin. Linda Ronstadt. I don't
see, he's looking at the same list I was looking at now. You just catching up.
Anne Lennox.
Nancy Sinatra.
Debbie Harry. Nancy Wilson.
Geddy Lee. First time I saw Geddy Lee singing was on PBS, and I was young. They were like not very well known at the time, right? It was in New York on Channel 13, and I saw this group, and I thought, that sounds pretty good. And then I heard the singer. I said, God, that chick's got her blouse wide open down to her navel. That was Geddy Lee. I felt weird after that.
About Chrissy Hind.
Yeah, not rock, but a good.
Grace Slick. Carol King.
Yeah, that's how this whole conversation started.
Yeah, Grace Slick started the conversation.
Carol King.
McVie.
It's folk music.
Bonnie Raitt.
Okay.
Carly Simon.
McVie, cool, okay.
Carly Simon. These are read next to their name. It says what kind of singer they are, Artie. I doubt it says rock next to Carly Simon.
Yeah, I wouldn't call her
Amy Lee.
Call her rock.
Pink. Etta James.
Etta James is a rock singer?
No, she's like jazz or soul or rhythm and blues, something like that.
Cass Elliot.
I said ring.
I give up. Well, it says best female rock vocalist.
Yeah, but right under their name it says what genre they
okay.
And if a lot of those women, it does not say rock next to their name. Yes, Alice Cooper's the winner.
Yeah.
100%. Courtney Love.
Yep.
Sharon Van Eaton.
Who's that?
St. Vincent. Haley Williams. Kate Pearson. Anita Sparks. Gwen Stefani.
Not rock.
Well, and I googled best female rock singers, and that's their names.
Greatest female rock. I got the same list you did, and it actually says like Chrissy Hind is rock.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Annie Lennox, pop. It says what they are. Etta James, rhythm and blues and soul.
Right.
Amy Lee, dance electronics. Lita Ford is rock. Haley Williams, alternative indie. Linda Ronstadt, rock. I mean, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Joni Mitchell is folk. It says what they are. Debbie Harry is reggae. Alternative what? It cuts off. That's what it looks like. She was a freak. Yeah. I mean, she's a rock. I guess she's rock. Tina Turner, pop.
She's more R&B kind of soul.
See, now that's interesting. They put Janis Joplin as pop, but they've got Stevie Nicks as rock. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Joan Jett, they didn't put anything, and she's definitely rock because, you know, she loves rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
As well, you know.
Put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah, Sinead.
Yeah.
Well, she's very silent now.
Mm.
By the time she shut up, she's lucky something. She's like practically inviting the world to kill her. Stuff that came out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Christy McVie a lot, actually. I was one of those. Bill says Christy McVie. I was one of those who used to say, "Oh, Christy McVie is better than Stevie Nicks," just to say it and just to be cool because everybody loved Stevie Nicks because she was hot.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, Christy McVie is better.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't really.
Okay, chaps, it's time for me to
Oh, really?
move. Yep.
Well, enjoy your time over there. See?
Oh, well.
Before you go,
myself.
who's your vote for? By the way, Dominic.
I went with Joan Jett.
Joan Jett. Okay, there you go. Pop rock.
That's my vote. Yeah.
Okay, 10-4.
Mm-hmm.
And on that bombshell, I'll
Good night.
see you.
Mm-hmm.
Mad props. You know what? I'd have to pour one for you because I'm empty again. This glass is way too small.
Yes, it is. You need one of these. Something like this. Fill that bad boy up with, you know.
Trying to take it easy. Now we can freely talk about Dominic behind his back. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, if you put a wig on him, he could, he look Mama Cass. Right there, Cass Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Just like her.
Yep.
That was
Just
a
put
shame. She was
ham
fantastic.
sandwich in front of him.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know if it was really a ham sandwich, but she did choke to death on something. But that was a shame. She was fantastic. Mom was in a Papa's. If you ever just go back, I mean, they had to and listen to their voices, and it just fit fantastic. Fantastic. I hear all the leaves are brown. All the leaves are brown. All the leaves are brown.
Mm-hmm. Susie Sue. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How are you? Well, punk is punk rock. So, I mean, you can throw punkers in there. That's okay.
Yeah. How about Pink?
Paint?
Pink.
Pink.
I think you think.
Pink, she came up. And she's awesome, by the way. She's fantastic. I mean, she's commercial and sell out and all that good stuff, but what a friggin' voice. She's really very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to fill my drink up again and be right back.
All right.
That's one. Christy McVie, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, cool cat. Yep. And then we got, I think that's 2 votes for Christy McVie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be near the top. But the Heart Sisters, I mean, God, so many hits.
Yeah.
And talented musician, too, at least.
Mm-hmm.
The Wilson sisters.
Well, the Wilson sisters or the Hart sisters?
Mm.
Enough about your wardrobe malfunction.
Art, do you think if you sold off enough of your fleet, you'd be able to get a Mini 4?
Not a Mini 4. I would like the Air 3. Oh, nobody mentioned Courtney Love.
Actually, I did.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah, it's again. Clearly, you do not listen to me.
no.
Yes, I did. And she sucks. So let's move on. Let's move on to something else.
Yeah, let's move on to something else. So I got this gadget, so I gotta figure out how this will work with that. So I guess I have to. What is that called? The NFC or the
Wireless
NES
charging.
or yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with NFC. NFC is a communication protocol between devices.
What is that? What are you holding up?
It's a
Okay, Trellborg, yeah.
phone charge. phone
Okay.
charger.
Is it a
Just
wireless
lay
phone
it on
charger?
top
phone
of
on
there.
top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Will it work with my Samsung phone? Is what I want to know.
Let's check it out. What Samsung phone is it?
It's a Galaxy S10 Plus.
I think that has wireless charging.
Okay.
And there's different. I mean, there's different protocols, I suppose, but I would think it would work. You know what you could do? You could plug it in and see if it works. We could guess. Did you look it up, Charles? Does it have wireless charging built in?
Well, immediately I do see some YouTube videos about how to do wireless fast charging. Use wireless charging or power share with Galaxy devices.
Galaxy S10.
Oh, here we go. Galaxy S10, S10 Plus. How to disable fast wireless charging.
So that sounds like it has it.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. And yeah, cool. So instead of plugging in all the time at night, I could just lay it on my table and it'll just charge it up and it'll be all charged up in the morning.
That's all cool and like that, but I never found sticking a little plug in the end of my phone all that difficult.
No, but it could wear out your plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing you go. Because you see all those videos on TikTok. Oh, a customer came in and said, my phone won't charge up. And then he looks at the plug and he goes, well, shit, it's all flipping dirty. Look at all that crud inside there.
Sure.
You know? Guy goes in and cleans it all out.
Cleans it out and then it works, yeah. You know, I just always wondered why they didn't have, I mean, you can get them on phone covers, but something to plug the hole when you're not using it. You know, you stick it in your pocket, in your filthy ass pocket with, your gum wrappers and whatever else and your condoms and whatever, stuff, whatever's in your pocket, and you get all crud up in there, Even just some dust, or a big old lint ball, and then you don't know it's laying there, and you stick your plug in and you jammed it in, and then it's a pain in the ass. But it doesn't happen all that often. I mean, it would be convenient in the car. You got wireless charging in cars. You just drop it and go. But I got to plug mine. I don't have wireless Android Autos, so I'd have to plug it in anyway. I got a nice big wooden coffee table that used to be in an old pub. Because it's got a bunch of knocks and scrapes in it, I'm going to install a wireless charger from underneath. See, that's why he's cool, Cat. That sounds cool.
Charles, got your message. Thank you very much.
Okie dokie.
That sounds cool. And you don't get rid of those nicks and scrapes and whatever. At best you might put a coat over it, or something clear, to protect it. Check out to see if any of those phone numbers are still good. For a good time, call Floozy, Flo, whatever her name is. Wireless charger from underneath. Well, how thick is this wooden table? I mean, you want to put it from underneath, but how far from the charger is the phone going to be?
Yeah, that's going to be an issue.
I mean, unless you were to actually cut out an and just come just shy of the surface. But even with that, would probably cause some kind of, I don't know. Interesting thought, though. I have no wireless charging devices in my house. I wish somebody would send me one from the company they work for. Because I think my phone Look it up. Pretty sure it does. OnePlus 9 Pro. Yes, mine does have wireless charging. They actually sell a 50-watt wireless charger for my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, see, there's different types of, there's different wireless chargers. Like the OnePlus 9 Pro officially supports EPP key charging, so it should work with any 15-watt EPP QI, when I say key.
Yeah.
Or Qi. Isn't working. Yeah. Yeah, but or I could plug it into my 60-watt charger and have it charged in 45 minutes.
There you go.
You know.
Hey, we got CT Pirate. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, sir. Or ma'am. or they, them.
Yo. What's up there, sir? How are you? Why'd you call him a ma'am?
Well, I don't know if it's a Mrs. or you could pretty much predict that 90+% of drone pilots are male. But hey, you never know.
I mean, you should just automatically guess men, because you're not going to insult a man by calling him a man, and it's a compliment to some stupid woman. A sexist would say. It was a joke. That was a joke, Artie.
Yeah.
Kidding. Giving
Yeah,
them
I
a
know.
leg.
I watched Gutfeld.
Yeah, I was just kidding. No emails and letters, please. Women are better than men.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, think about it. Who would you rather have, with you at all times, a woman or a man?
It's true. But we're not judging, Bill.
I'm surrounded by men in this picture here. Look at that. There's the sausage fest right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
What a good bunch of guys there.
Good looking bunch of guys. It's amazing that there's no women in this picture. I don't understand.
Yep.
Although see that one right there. She's checking Artie out. See her?
Yep.
Right at Artie. Looking right at Artie. Who is that fella with the really cool way he wears his sunglasses on the top of his baseball cap? Because that's a thing in this decade. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I am vaping. This is butter. What the hell's it called? I don't remember. I'll have to look. Oh, it's right here. It's supposed to be peach, but I don't taste it. Buttermilk, butter something? I forget. Butter my toast. Butter my buns.
Butter your muffin.
Butter my nuts. It's not here. Left in the living room.
I'm gonna butter your bread.
Yeah. Save that sound effect. Neil the Plastizod. Neil before Plastizod, pardon me. It was no buttermilk. No, butter. What the fuck? They make it sound delicious. Butter pie. Butter pie peach flavor. That's the brand.
Oh,
Oh my God, it's right here in front of me too. But it's okay. Next on the hit agenda, when that's empty, is Fruit Monster Strawberry Banana.
Oh, good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe you ought to put a few drops in your CPAP machine.
No, I
There
want
you
this one
go.
to actually last. I stopped using the Bill Shatner lied to us. You know, those ozonators are apparently very bad for the machines. At least that's Phillips's excuse why their machines went bad. Was, you know, you get
Oh.
the ozonators for cleaning them, so you don't have to take them apart and wash them out every couple of days. You just
Mm-hmm.
drop the mask in the ozonator, and it just kills all the bacteria and this and that. And I used them for years, and I went through 3 machines.
Oh, wow.
You know, so this one they had a recall, so I got a brand new one, and it's spiffy, and I don't want anything to happen to it because you can only get one like every 5 years, and then you got to go through the whole rigmarole with the doctor and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Shatner made his bucks. He's fine. Yeah. You know, his
Mhm.
name's Bill. He should be an honest guy.
Yeah.
Canadian son of a bitch.
Well, you know, his lingerie company went toes up.
William Shatner had a lingerie company.
Yeah, because the Shatner panties weren't selling.
That's just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Beam him up. He's boy, CT Pie really took over the chat. Look at that. He's
Yeah.
doing good though.
Well, good
Doing
for
good though.
him. That,
No, it's like he's
by
here.
the way, that helps with the algorithm.
No, it's
because
like he's here. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's keeping the conversation going.
That's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, I see where he went. Oh, he went over to Justin's channel.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Not that there's a problem. Mm-hmm.
With what?
Well, Steve says Art's one of Art's better jokes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what shall we talk about? What else, guys? What else is going on in the drone world? Our ID is gone for 6 months,
Our
allegedly.
ID's gone. Well, they just launched a bunch of Starlink satellites.
Did they?
Made some really cool sight up in the sky. You see a line of little dots in the sky when the thing
But I
was.
think it'd be cool if when he gets enough of them up there and he starts making the price really reasonable.
There you go.
Because now it's priced at you can't get decent internet anywhere else, so buy it from me price. You know what I mean? It's not bargain price for the speeds that you're getting. But I think they get enough satellites up there and he takes enough of the market, he'll be able to bring it right in line.
Mm-hmm.
Should be cool. You bought the Starlink?
Which will help people that live in kind of remote places in the Philippines or even here in the U.S.
Well, they could do that now, is my point, but it's this seems a bit expensive for what you get. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And it's understandable. It's new. You know.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, the fact that he can sell it for what he's selling it for means he's probably not making any money.
That's true.
Just to grow it.
And it's just cool that a private person is doing all this instead of the government doing all this. You know, where before, you know, you had to go through NASA or go to Russia or
Oh, you mean
India.
put the satellites up? You mean
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Yep.
Pretty amazing.
Then the Indians landed a probe on the moon, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
And not anywhere normal, but at the South Pole to see if they could find water down there.
Well, they've been dying to go there because it's called the moon.
Yeah.
It tells you like that. It's like moon.
Moon.
Cows
You see
are
moon.
sacred. Is this just a coincidence? Can't be. Let's go find out. You know, and they're gonna go there and
Yeah, well, they did hear the cow jump up over the moon.
moon.
Moon River.
That's
No,
good. And
that's-
the Chinese are on the dark side, and they really are. And then you got they got the Indians on the South Pole, and
Mm-hmm.
and the Americans in Bakersfield at the movie studio. So it's I don't believe that, by the way. I get a feeling
So,
down in my
got all
coffers.
that going on. Anything news on the what is it? Fusion. What's going on with that?
You mean are you talking about a drone, or are you talking about the scientific
Energy
process
source.
Oh, okay.
Energy source.
Atomic
How's that
fusion.
go? Yeah.
It's going to come together.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I haven't read about it lately. Nobody's talking about it.
yeah.
That's the savior of the future, I guess. Clean it. Supposedly much cleaner way to produce energy through atomics. That and this just a small chance of forming a black hole and wiping out all life as we know it. I mean, but aside from that, it seems like a good idea. What do you think?
Yeah. Unless governments don't want it to happen, because
That's
then
right.
they could control the energy. Like I don't know, some countries that don't, want oil companies to drill in their own countries. Because it might make oil, gasoline affordable, so people could get into and from work. Possibly,
I don't know.
I don't know,
I enjoyed
drive
paying
out of-
$4 a gallon today on my way home.
Yeah.
It made me feel like I was doing my part to support the economy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's annoying? When you stop at a place you stop that's usually, right in line with it's up to foot, and the sign said $3.90, but it wasn't. It was $3.99, so they didn't update the sign. And it's like, 10 cents a gallon. I'll get over it. I put 12 gallons in, so I wasn't empty or anything. And then on my way home, $3.70, $3.65, like minutes apart from each other. It didn't used to be like that. I used to manage truck stops. We used to actually get in the car and drive through all the up and down. We had a chart, and we would go check everybody else's pricing and make sure that we weren't any more than 2 cents from this guy or 5 cents from this one. That's all. You know what I mean? We all stayed in line, to make as much money as we could without losing customers, because you're only going to drive so far to save a nickel,
Right.
And but they have a 35-cent difference within a mile. That was substantial.
Mm-hmm.
$4.21 in Connecticut. Yeah, but you have the honor and privilege of living in Connecticut.
Yeah. It's
In
true.
Connecticut, it's only this big. How much gas do you need?
They give a half hour to drive across the country.
Drive across the street. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, across the state.
Yeah. I mean, Connecticut's got some pretty areas. It's probably a great place to live if you got money.
Yep. I've been to Mystic and some of those coastal towns, beautiful towns. My folks wanted to retire in Maine, buy an old 18th century house and restore it and turn into a bed and breakfast. And then we decided, hey, let's go there in the wintertime. And boy, that just slapped the reality into my folks. No, it's cold just like Michigan. We're not going there.
To Connecticut, hour and a half across the entire state, even with traffic. That's the kind of state where electrical vehicles might make sense.
Yeah. Or how about
most of the states,
Rhode
a giant
Island?
parking lot.
Mhm.
Huh? Well, I guess.
Rhode Island probably takes 5 minutes across that state.
But those are the states that'll just be the first ones to outlaw cars and make you take mass transit because who needs a car? You know?
Right.
And of course, a lot of people live in Connecticut, work in New York, so it doesn't necessarily work. Screw winter. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Although winter is awesome in Florida.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah. And in the Philippines too.
That's a long drive for me.
Yes, it is. But cheaper to live there.
Looking forward to winter.
Most things are cheap.
Start taking the bike out more often. There's nothing more fun than being on an older Harley that doesn't have water cooling.
Mm-hmm.
True Harleys, the real Harleys,
Mm-hmm.
In 97 or 98 degree heat at a stoplight.
Mm-hmm.
As your thighs become medium, you say, "Oh, that smells good. What the hell is? Oh shit."
Brisket of Bill.
Well, yeah. Marinates in its own gravy sauce. Shovelheads. You calling us names? I know what a shovelhead is. No, I don't mean that old. My 07 is not water cooled. When did the water cooled Milwaukee's come out? Milwaukee 8s.
Well, you know what kind of motorcycle my grandfather used to ride? Excelsior motorcycle.
Excelsior! I've seen them. Not personally, but I've seen them. That's
in
cool.
Museums. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've got some photos of him with this bike.
My dad, my stepdad, my dad, the one I'm seeing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I think his first bike was a BMW. But he used to love BMW motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
He's been riding for 60 years, or was. He gave it up. Handshake.
About a Triumph motorcycle.
Well, I'd like to get an old Triumph. I mean, they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have one. If I had the room to just have motorcycles, which I don't. But
hell, you can't fit a motorcycle in with that pool table you got in the garage.
there's no pool table. I got 2 Shih Tzus in the garage. I got all my wife's shelving that I put up for her so that she never has to get rid of anything. But Christmas decorations, I could decorate every house on the block. That's an exaggeration. At least 3 or 4 houses. So. And, I need to go through some of those bins and get rid of some of that stuff. I've got old computer stuff from turn of the century.
Yeah, there you go.
Literally.
What am I doing with this MFM hard drive?
Oh yeah, old hard drives, old motherboards. Yeah, I mean, gut it. When I'd upgrade, I just gut it. I didn't sell it. I just stick it in a box or whatever, stick it in a bin. And power supplies and all kinds of stuff. Old stuff that you really wouldn't ever use again. And we got the big bins, right? They're like this thing over here. I mean, the big bins with the lids, where you stack them and all. I got one, and it's one of the really big ones, and it's full of nothing but extension cords. Because you never can find them when you need them. So it's also got some cable in it from cable TV cabling,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Got lengths of that twisted up and in there, extension cords, power cords, just I should just have a flea market and sell them for like $1 a piece and just make about $100.
There you go.
Happy RID Day. Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer. Thank you very much, sir. And we got one of those, and then we gotta go back here. And to the train. Woo woo!
Cables and
Keep that train going. Maybe I'll get a payout in October.
throw anything away. Maybe we should give this away someday. My TV set,
Oh.
10-inch LCD digital TV.
Oh, by the way, it's Johnny
And it
Droneflyer's
works.
birthday today.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Johnny.
happy birthday,
Happy
Johnny.
birthday, Johnny!
Yeah.
Manufactured August 2008.
You don't look a day over 29. Oh, good. He ate a lot of birthday.
No, he doesn't look a
Birthday
day
cake,
over
that's-
29. He looks like 30, 40 years over 29. When people say that, you got to read into compliments, you know? You look as lovely as ever. What if you were, I mean, as ever? What is, if you put that at the end, it means nothing. You look lovely as ever. You look the same as you always do. Johnny Jones.
Johnny, Did
Too much
you have
birthday
some
cake.
gelato with that birthday cake?
Is that a private joke? Or did you say that because he's Italian? I'm offended.
Because he's Italian. Yeah, well.
That was a weird thing to say. He'd more likely have crayfish than gelato.
Yeah, could be. Oh, crayfish are delicious.
Like crawdads, crawfish. I'm probably saying it.
Crawfish, mud puppies.
Yeah, mud puppies. Yeah. Poor man's lobster.
Yep.
Craw.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Craw.
Craw? He's too cool to finish the word. Craw. Fish. He is cool. How old are you now, Johnny?
Yeah. You know what? I'll send him a link. Oops, fine.
Not Cray. Okay. You're cray. 67. Well, you do look good for your age. Yeah, that's another thing I don't like when people say, you look good for your age. The hell's wrong with my age? How what are you saying? I'm old? You type that in. Let's see what shows up. Crayfish comes up when you put it in. Crayfish are freshwater crustaceans belonging to the clade Astacedia, which also contains lobsters. Taxonomically, they are members of superfamilies, and it goes on. Now, if I type in crawfish, it's going to say incorrect pronunciation by people from Louisiana. Let me see. It just corrected me to crayfish. Louisiana Crawfish Company. There you go.
There you go. Johnny, I sent you a link if you'd like to pop in and say hello to everybody. So, today's the 16th, so I got a few more months till my birthday. I'll be 64.
Louisiana crawfish boil recipe. Heavily seasoned live crawfish cooked with sausage and vegetables such as corn and potatoes.
Now, Bill, I got a question for you. Does your wife cook shrimp whole, or does she cut the heads off?
Oh no heads on the shrimp. She doesn't like that stuff. It scares her.
Ah,
She very rarely cooks shrimp. Actually, she's not a shrimp fan.
Oh.
I am. She's not.
Yep. Oh, okay, Johnny.
She doesn't like lobster either.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds like she's not shellfish.
She's not shellfish at all. No, I think like a couple decades ago or 3 decades ago, before I met her, so I had to be like three or four decades ago. She got sick on bad lobster. and because there's some issue, and she won't eat it anymore.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
because in the Philippines they cook the whole shrimp.
sure, they take the head, they squeeze it, and suck all that right out of it. Yeah, I know.
It's like, you're paying for half of the shrimp you're not going to eat. I just think it's a waste of money.
Do you?
Yeah.
So if you buy a cow, you're going to suck the brains out of its skull and eat that too?
No, I'm not going to buy the whole cow either.
You're going to eat the Rocky Mountain. I know, but you're paying more money because you're only eating certain pieces of the cow instead of the entire thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
A shrimp boil at the Elks Lodge. That sounds like fun, Mr. B.
Mm-hmm.
Michael? I'll have to visit the Elks next Wednesday. They do burger night there on Wednesday. They do a find the queen thing with you can win money.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
We're brother Elks, Mike and I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so is Don. He's a member of the Elks.
Don is?
Oh, you weren't here last week when Don popped on our show. He had his.
I talked to you guys afterwards, but I didn't hear him mention
he was
being an
at
Elk.
the Elks Club with his little dune buggy. Gave us a little tour of the Elks Club.
He probably told me he was.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember. Where is he tonight?
I don't know, because I sent him a link and I haven't seen him in the chat. And is he?
Wait, he did have
over Justin?
he had a job to get done. Maybe he's just too busy.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Out of he's working for himself.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say, hi, Don. If he responds to me. Because I'm special,
Yeah.
But I like shrimp and scallops.
Yep.
And lobster.
Mm-hmm.
And mussels.
Mussels and clams, oysters.
They're okay. I mean, live oysters with a little hot sauce, but,
Yep.
They're okay. Oh, he responded. He said hi.
Oh. And I haven't seen James in the chat, so he's probably busy. He's been, he's been busy putting videos out on home builds in his neighborhood there.
Oh, he has a channel?
Yeah, he's got a channel.
How's it going?
It's doing good.
Yeah. Those Filipino people are very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
There he is.
1.47.
He's in the chat.
Hi, James.
Mm-hmm.
He wants a link.
I sent him a link, but I'll...
Okay. Good for him. Oh, he's plowed. Don is Mudball is at his nephew's wedding. Just helped kill the Yingling keg.
Oh boy.
He helped kill it, which means he's been drinking. Yeah. Yingling, baby. I didn't even know Yingling made it out that far. Missouri. That's awesome.
Here you go, James. I sent you another link. Check your email. We miss you over here.
So cool. Have fun and be careful.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's my favorite beer, Yingling.
Yeah.
Swing.
You don't like Coors?
Why would I like Coors?
made here in
Maybe with some skanky
Colorado.
water from some what? Yes, Coors is fine. It's like drinking Colorado spring water.
Okay, James.
Crisp and clear.
Crisp and clear. Yep. Which, by the way, is owned by Molson. So it's called Molson Coors.
I think I've seen that somewhere. I haven't had a Molson in years.
Yep. Yeah,
Rocky
we
Mountain
used to
Tea
get
water.
that when we lived in Michigan.
I think when I was a kid, people would buy it just because it was expensive. I'm drinking Molson. I'm drinking Rolling Rock. What do you want? Nickel?
There you go.
Remember Rolling Rock? You ever have Rolling Rock?
Yep. No, I haven't had it.
From
I've heard of
Latrobe.
it.
It's from Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Latrobe, yep.
Yeah.
I know. I have a couple former co-workers that were from there.
It's it's pretty light tasting lager. And they not invented, but it was very commonly bought in 7-ounce pony bottles they call them.
Oh.
So you drink these little things and they disappear so fast, and you think didn't think you were drinking a lot. And then,
Oh, Thunderbird, you're a little late on the toffee. That was about an hour ago.
Beer toffee.
Beer toffee. There
You
we
missed
go.
it. It's beer toffee. All right. I said,
what
have
else?
fun and be careful. And he said, I always am. So your wife's going to drive, hopefully. All right. Cool.
My folks used to get Old Milwaukee.
Oh, sure.
Old Milwaukee and Stroh's.
Have you heard of Black Label beer?
Yeah.
No, not I've had Black Label Johnny Walker. Black Label.
My grandpa used to buy it for like $3 a case. It was not good. It was quality. And that's in New Jersey, so you can imagine how cheap that really is. I doubt it's still around. Although who knows?
So, Bill, are you Ken Herron member of his show?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
was
watch
maybe.
his-
I don't know. Probably. I'm members of
Watch
shows
one of his
for
members
no
only
reason,
show?
for no reason whatsoever. Like this channel, for example. I'm sorry. What?
Have you watched his members only show?
No.
Oh.
Why do you ask?
What? Well, because they've been nominated for best morning show in Tennessee.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
his radio program.
Right.
Right.
And he decided to play some sound effects. And it kind of reminded me of what you were going through this week.
What was a lot of fart sounds?
Well, not only fart sounds, but really wet fart. Kind of with explosive diarrhea.
It's that highbrow humor that just escapes me. And that market is really drying up. It's amazing he still has a job.
Yeah.
Most of the DJs have been replaced by automated shows or national syndicated shows.
Right. Mm-hmm.
People say, "Well, you got the voice for it. Why don't you be a DJ?" It's like, yeah, if I could, but like I said, they're few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
Beer toffee, yeah, that's an idea. What do you think? Beer toffee.
Mm-hmm.
Bite into it and beer squirts out.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess I don't know. Beer barrel toffee.
Might be, yeah. Hey, this toffee is kind of hoppy taste.
So what'd you eat tonight, Art? Let's continue this conversation.
I haven't had dinner yet. I was at the picnic, so I had a hot dog, Dorito chips, and I had a really nice ice cream bar, which was...
please, describe the ice cream bar.
It was mint chocolate chip. dipped in chocolate.
Chocolate?
With,
Shaved?
yes, and with crushed almonds.
Crushed almonds, not shaved. Sorry, got it
It
wrong.
was good. And my sister got the pistachio
Ice cream
bar.
or pistachios
Ice cream
on
bar.
it. Mm.
No, it was pistachio flavored ice cream.
I like pistachio ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's you go to a Chinese restaurant just to have pistachio ice cream. Really don't, but I do have it.
So
right, that's cool.
She let me have a bite of her ice cream bar, and I let her have a bite of mine. She goes, "Gee, I like yours better."
This was your sister?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I won't say anything, inappropriate then. As because it sounded like a euphemism.
Yeah.
But it was your sister, so we won't, we won't go there.
Thank you.
Like a cool cat loves that pistachio. Yeah, pistachios. I like coffee ice cream, or sometimes you get like an espresso ice cream with dark chocolate chips, chocolate shaving in it. Right, Charles?
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Addictive. But the problem with that is I'll just grab the whole container, just start like a half a gallon in front of the TV. Be gone before you know it.
Yeah.
Friendly's Vienna Mocha.
Well, by the time you get to the bottom, you just need a straw.
No, I'm a fast eater. It's still frozen.
Oh.
and you work your way around the edges. You do it, outside in.
Oh, okay.
Becomes
You don't
round,
get an ice cream headache from that?
Well, I mean, you at first
you get, yeah.
Then you power through that. Then after that, everything's cold. Actually, I get shivers and stuff. I have to put a robe on. The whole body gets it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want ice cream. I have ice cream in the refrigerator.
Oh, nice. So do I. I've got fudge swirl vanilla ice cream.
I had fudge swirl all week.
Yeah.
But then the laxative stopped working.
Yeah, there you go. And you had chocolate swirl.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, please. We don't need the sound effects. So anyway, so good for him that he's going to win an award. That or he's up for an award. He won the award.
Up for an award. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll have it. How come you're not putting somebody's this comedy gold up on the screen?
Well, I do sometimes.
Did you get it yet? Did it sink in?
Mm-hmm. Too high.
Sister, my mother, and my wife. That'd be even better. Stepsister, mother, and wife. I don't know.
Okay. Well, look who's here, all the way from the state of Missouri. Let's welcome Mudball, aka Don. Hey, Don.
The Yingling Master.
Youngling Flight. Yes.
Yingling what?
Flight. It's their light beer.
Well, I guess it's called light.
Flight.
What is it?
Flight.
Slice?
Flight. As
Flight?
Flying. Flight.
Flight. Oh. I never heard of it.
Move further away from that music, too.
And I wasn't sure that Yingling made it that far west.
Yeah, it just came into Missouri for distribution this year, I think.
Oh, cool. They're taking over.
All right, I am almost up to where the altar is where they got married. All right.
Oh.
Here we go. You can't hardly see me, though.
No, we can't.
Well, that's our loss,
But at least you can hear me.
Thank goodness. Mm-hmm. But so what do you think? So what do you think of the Yingling? That their Yingling beer?
Do what?
What do you think of the Yingling beer?
Oh, I love it.
Cool. Very
The
nice.
lager's good. The flight, it's really good. The flavor disappears a lot faster than the lager, but still pretty good.
Good.
Sweet. Yeah, I think I've told you this before. I used to work right up the street from the original brewery in Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, good for you.
Good for you. I mean, that's how I heard of it. So that's why I started trying it and drinking it and decided that this was my beer.
No, you're busy.
No, I'm not busy. I can do whatever you need me to do.
Oh, can we watch?
I'll be honest. That's one thing about an old fart going to a wedding is that these young girls are here dressed for show, and it makes me feel so damn old.
Yeah, and yet she wants you to do something for her.
That's my sister-in-law. I've already been working. I've been working all day.
Have you? How's that going?
Yeah. They wanted me to run songs for them during the ceremony. Then it turns out the sound system they had sucked, so I had to bring gear from home and mic up the guy doing the officiating, and it turned into a big job.
Oh boy!
Do you think that was? Do you think
the groom?
Do you think they did? Do you think they planned that failure on purpose?
Oh no, there was no planning involved.
It just sounds like they said, "Hey, you know, Uncle Don's got some nice equipment."
You what?
It sounds like if they were thinking, "Hey, you know, that Uncle Don's got some nice equipment. You know, let's bring out the Mickey Mouse, you know,
I'm gonna let you guys go. I got
karaoke device."
Arbor, and so I'm going to actually get back to work. I just want to stop and say
All right.
and have a good show. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow night, maybe next week. I have no idea.
All right. Well, just be safe. Have a good night.
Good night, Don.
Bye.
All right.
Nice of him to stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Must have pissed Charles off. Don came on. Charles was gone.
Well, maybe you had to go to the bathroom.
So do I.
Yeah.
Oh. There.
There you go. Now you can fart with confidence.
Oh, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so where's Charles? Come on in, Charles. We need conversation.
Yeah. I haven't seen Lon. Where's Lon Denard? Where's he?
I don't know.
He
Maybe
over at
maybe you got tired of making fun of you.
show?
I haven't seen him on anybody's show. Well, I haven't really been looking.
Yeah.
That's not what I do. You know, just
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where Lon is.
Yeah. I went over to, Justin filled in for Matt last night, and I popped in for a few minutes.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
I haven't been feeling it this past week. So,
have you been watching the Lower Deck lately?
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, this week was 2 shows this week.
First week was 2 shows. The episode 3 already came out. Already.
Oh, okay. Well, now
episode 1 and 2 was the first week, and then this past week was episode 3.
Ah, okay. All right.
See that? Can't get it past me.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big cartoon fan anymore in my old age. Except for Bugs Bunny when he wears a dress, because But aside from that, it's okay. It's got its moments. You watch it for Easter eggs. Oh, I know what they're doing there. Kind of funny there. I like the doctor, the cat. What's her name? She's just.
Oh yeah, that
rude.
last episode was
She's just
funny.
Yeah. But when she talks to people, she's just rude and doesn't care.
Yeah.
But then that you only do that. That's a one-trick pony. Boimler acting like a complete idiot all the time, insecure. That's kind of wearing off too. but they're changing the characters a little bit. What's her name? The lead there. She's starting to actually work with other people for now.
Right.
So it's okay.
Oh, I like the crossover with Strange New Worlds. That was pretty good.
That was funny. That was neat.
Yeah.
Strange New World, is pushing it a little bit, and it's pissing a lot of true Trekkie fans off. Between that and the musical.
Mhm.
But I take it tongue in cheek. The musical was camp. It was just kind of funny. The singing was
Right.
fantastic. If you actually watched it,
Yes.
if that's
I
actually
did finally watch.
if that's actually their voices, good job. Because they say every one of them could sing. But if that's actually their voices, and the freaking Klingons cracked me up.
Oh yeah.
But
There he is. Charles
Yes,
is in charge.
I had to make haste to make waste. So
Charles, see, I told you.
Have you been watching Strange New Worlds, Charles?
no.
It's actually very good. Most of it, it's actually very good. I think out of all the, what's his name? Since he took over and started doing all the new, Discovery.
The producer?
Yeah, what the hell's his name? I forget. He sucks. Discovery, Picard.
Oh, I should know his name.
I know. I was just reading about how everybody hates him right now.
It's not J.J. Abrams. There's somebody else.
No. It's the guy who took it over, and then he produced Strange New Worlds, which is by far the most popular of the new ones.
Right.
Even though it's a spin-off of Discovery. There's going to be another season of Discovery, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, there is?
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be their last season.
That was Picard is done. Picard is done. Discovery's got one more year.
No, I heard Picard was going to get another season.
You got it backwards. Picard's done. Here. Let's look at that. Where'd you hear that from? Some Klingon?
No, Ferengi. Name
Star Trek Discovery
Belisario,
season 5 will premiere early 2024. That's Discovery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I just said that. Discovery has got one more season.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I knew that.
You just
made
said
it sound like they were going to do a season 6.
What?
Yeah, you made it sound like there was going to be another. I knew. I knew this season was coming up. You made it sound like they were going to have another one after that.
Is their last season.
Okay. All right.
That's exactly what I said. This is their last season coming up. But wow, Artie. But Picard is done.
Are you sure?
It's Alex Kurtzman.
That's him.
Yeah. That's it. Yep.
Will there be a Star Trek Picard season 4? At this time, it seems there won't be a 4th season of Star Trek Picard.
Mm-hmm. All right. There we go. Because there was some buzz that they might have a season 4. But, okay.
Yeah, no, there's no plans.
Okay.
No, and if they were going to do a 4th season, they would have to do a prequel because he's getting too up there to keep doing this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even Worf is looking long in the tooth.
Yeah, but he wears it good though. He wears it well. I could always watch him. Although he was a little, they woke him up. They woke him a little bit too much in that.
Yeah.
Made him the whole pacifist and constantly going on about. They didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
All the badasses were the women.
Yeah.
They did. They wokeified the shit out of it, which is fine as long as the writing's good, and it wasn't. You know, I mean, you know, oh, but to bring it around, they brought the TNG actors into it, and they were slobbering all over each other the last couple, especially the last episode, and it just made my teeth hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, TNG is my least favorite.
Yeah.
No, I mean, well,
What about Voyager?
Voyager's my least favorite, actually.
Yeah.
TNG's second.
Enterprise.
I love Enterprise, actually.
Mm.
I'm always gonna pick the original series because they were the groundbreakers and working with a budget that you could barely put high school plays together with. You know, they did the best they could, and it was awesome. And they started it all. I mean, it was based on the likability of those actors and that show, that all this other stuff. It wasn't because it was groundbreaking sci-fi. It was Battlestar Galactica. There was all kinds of groundbreaking sci-fi out there that didn't turn into this crazy, never dies following.
Right.
You know, Star Trek. Although Kurtzman's trying to kill it now, but he's working on it.
What about DS9?
I like DS9 quite a bit, actually. That's probably
me too.
And what's weird is a lot of people hated Enterprise. That's probably my second favorite, even though I'm not crazy about Bakula's Captain. But overall, that series, I like that series. I thought it deserved a couple more seasons. But anyway,
yeah, I agree.
But DS9 was great. It was kind of serialized like a soap opera in a lot of ways, but kept your attention, and I liked it. If you like the characters, you'll keep watching the show. And then I tell you, the way they prop up Janeway and crew in all the Kurtzman stuff, they're constantly bringing that ship in. They're constantly talking about Admiral Janeway. They're constantly, that whole series and that, and it was just why. It was dumb. No, I mean, there were interesting episodes, but a lot of it was just dumb. And it was clearly not doing well because they had to get Jerry Ryan in a skin-tight catsuit to keep the show going. They never gave Chakotay a shot. And Henry Kim was out there for 7 years, never got promoted.
Hey, even Boimler got promoted.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I know.
Were you a fan of Babylon 5? No?
Not
I was.
Which one? The original or the newer one?
The original. I haven't watched the newer one.
No. The newer one. I like the newer one. The original one was like the TV. It was like the Batman TV series of sci-fi. Funny, cutesy little robots talking. It was. Yeah.
Huh?
You watching the same show I watch?
Yeah.
Robot.
It sounds more like Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers.
No, hold on.
Yeah, that's the one with the robots. Twiggy.
No, they had a robot.
No.
It was a Battlestar Galactica. Maybe I'm mixing it up with Babylon 5. Yeah, actually, I did like Babylon 5. Yeah, I mixed it up with Battlestar Galactica. God, it's been so long. But I liked... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Babylon 5. 1994 space opera. It was okay. It was definitely watchable.
Yeah. It had good characters, good writing.
Yeah.
Cool spaceship, especially when they were blowing each other up. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And now half of that cast is dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
Stephen Furst, who played Veer, dead. Andreas Catleus. Anyway, he played in both Next Generation, and Babylon 5. He played a Romulan. Yeah. Tamalak was the name of his character. And he's gone. Oh, and Jerry Doyle, who played Garibaldi, passed away.
Did he?
Yep.
I mean, Billy Mummy's still with us.
Billy Mummy, yep. Mm-hmm.
He was in that. And Stephen First.
Oh, Stephen First. And the gal that played Delin passed away.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
He died kind of young.
Mm-hmm. I think she had cancer, but Jerry Boyle, I think he just had a heart attack or something.
Yeah,
He
the original
wasn't that
battles,
old.
the original Battlestar Galactica. That's what I was thinking about. They had this
Yeah.
dopey, cutesy robot and a little robot dog, and it was just so dumb. But the reboot was actually interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Watch that. Yep. Yep. But big fan? Nah, it was okay. It was watchable.
Yeah.
I liked. I'll think of it when I get another drink. It's a show I like more. That was only on a few years.
Space, 1999.
Yes.
I remember. Who was that? That was Martin Landau and Barbara Bain.
Cinnamon from Mission Impossible.
Yes.
Farscape. I liked Farscape quite a bit. Actually.
Farscape. Yes. Yeah, I liked Farscape, and Lex was pretty interesting. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
big
Martin
phallic
Landau
spaceship.
and Barbara Bain both played in Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And what was the deal with Space 1999? We were putting spent uranium on the moon, and what happened? It all blew up and blew the moon right out of Earth's orbit into interstellar space. And
had to have been moving pretty quick to.
Yeah, that's true. And what was the name of that sci-fi show that had the Daleks in it?
Oh, that's Doctor Who.
Oh, what? Oh, that was that.
Yes.
Okay. But wasn't there? Didn't they have a separate? There was a movie.
Well, there was a movie that was shown on American television, and I think the Doctor might have been played by an American actor, and it's not really considered canon. It's really not considered part of. When they count the incarnations of the Doctor, they don't count that one.
Okay.
So it's like
I remember when the Daleks were trying to take over Earth and exterminate. And they had that crazy robot thing with the plunger and the.
Yep. Whatever. I don't know what that other thing was.
They had that eye that was out on a stick.
Yeah. But I mean, their actual weapon was this little thing that would slide back and forth really quick, and I have no idea what that was. I mean, it looked like some sort of weird egg beater, but I have no idea what it was.
What are we talking about now?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who and the Daleks. Mm-hmm. Didn't Kennedy? I think he had a press secretary named Dalek.
Lincoln, I think, was the secretary's name, and Lincoln had one whose name was Kennedy, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. Freaky. Peter, you know what? I watched Peter Capaldi as Doctor Who, and I liked him a lot. But the other one's not so much.
Mm-hmm. Then there was another show, I think it was the late 60s, early 70s, called UFO.
Yep. Very short-lived show.
Yep. And, what was the name of that sci-fi show where these aliens were trying to escape their slave masters and their ship crashed on Earth and it was Alien Nation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that
was the one.
Again, watchable.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And the aliens like to drink spoiled milk.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Spoiled milk and beavers. Well, who doesn't like to eat a beaver once in a while?
Beaver?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I remember that part. But Alien Nation, wasn't one of them a cop?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sam
it was like a cop show, practically. Yeah.
Yeah. And that guy, that was Gary Graham, later played in Enterprise.
He played what?
He played a Vulcan in Enterprise.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Gary Graham, yep. Mm-hmm.
Did you like the Zindi storyline in Enterprise?
No, I didn't, because to me it wasn't canon. It was like, wait a minute. They never
canon's not canon until they produce it. Right. You know, I mean, what about it broke canon?
Because in the original series, you would think they would, I don't know, mention some aliens attacking Earth.
What if it never came up?
They talked about the Earth Romulan War, but they never talked about the Zindi. I don't know. I think that's kind of important.
You can't write a new storyline? I mean, I don't know. It was a short war. I mean, I don't like what they did to Florida.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they did get a new canal. Yeah.
But
now the cruise ships have a shortcut across the state.
But the Zindi War didn't really last. I mean, really, how long did it last? Well, the Romulan War, I think, lasted a long time, didn't it? I don't recall. They only talked about it, by the way. They never did it. They never did a thing with the Romulan War. So you're saying that, but where did they actually address the war with the Romulans? Where they actually had episodes where there was the war with they just brought it up every once in a while. You think a war with the Romulan Star Empire? You would think they would talk about it more often. How about that for not brave? You know what I'm saying? Discovery at least broached the subject of the Klingon War. I'm not crazy about how they did it. They turned them into like melted candy bars and stuff. But and the sad thing is everybody hated Discovery when it came out. But really, when you watch all those, those series, the first series was probably the first year was probably the best. People hated the main characters and how it went like that. But out of all once Michael Burnham turned into this whispering weirdo, I mean, it just was so hard to watch.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Charles? Did you watch that?
Oh, yeah, V. Yeah, that's another good series that was on TV. Yeah.
But you know, and
We're
they're
here to
you know, they were
help
going to do Section
humanity.
31, and they dropped that idea. They're not crazy about the work what's his face is doing with these series. I mean, he's going to have to hang his hat on better not screw it up. I mean, Brave New Worlds has done very, very well in the ratings, but it's 50-50 as far as true fans, whether they like it or not. And if he keeps doing silly shit like the musical, he's going to lose them. He's going to lose them. You know.
Yep. You're
Like
right,
I said,
Andrew.
it was a fun puff one. You know what I mean? Puff piece, if you want to call it that. So
Right.
you know, which was fine.
Like the Trouble with Tribbles.
Yeah, it's a silly show. It's just a throwaway. But Trouble with Tribbles is considered a classic now. But
Yeah.
Yes.
was it serious sci-fi? But a lot of the original series. I mean, the one that it was funny. The one that they claim killed the series was Spock's brain.
Yeah.
The Spock's brain was not a cause; it was a symptom.
Well,
you know, I mean, after the first season, they were trying to kill it off, and they just kept on starving the show for money, one season after another.
It got panned really badly though, and they said that was it. Yeah. But you know, I don't. It wasn't that bad. There was worse episodes. You know, although it looked like they spent $300 on the sets.
Yeah.
You know, he's working behind an actual curtain, you know, on his putting his brain back in nerve by nerve. Then the intelligence disappeared, and I don't know what I'm doing. I can't. How it's impossible. There's millions and millions and maybe trillions, actually, by the way, of connections to make, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. And yet he did it.
Well, because he reattached Spock.
So he let Spock talk him through it, because Spock, of course, knows how to reconnect the brain.
Yes. I mean, because it's logical.
Yeah, must be. Yeah. But were there worse episodes? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I just liked it. You know, again, you like the characters, you forgive stuff like that. And who didn't like? How could you not grow to love? Maybe it's me, Spock, Kirk, McCoy, the chemistry that was there. You know, it was just Scotty. I mean, God, everybody loves. How do you not love Scotty? You know what I mean? The whole thing was just fun. Uhura. Look, she spent so many years with that thing stuck in her ear. So I'm glad she still has her hearing on that side.
Yeah.
And she's gone too. We lost her recently.
Yeah.
You know about her brother, right?
No.
He was one of the ones in that cult that offed themselves.
Jim
Hale-Bopp.
Jones?
No.
Yeah.
No, when that was it a Hale-Bopp comet? They cult that all off themselves, and their spirits were supposed to be taken up into the ship as it passed by. Her brother was one of the ones that actually killed themselves.
Oh, crap.
Wow. Did not know that.
You didn't know that? Oh, yeah.
No. Wow.
Not just Scotty. Yeah, Scotty's accent was fine, even though he was Canadian. But he wasn't, you know, he didn't actually have it. He did a pretty good accent, though. But no, it's just his energy. And it's, you know, it's just funny. Captain, let's say that. But
if you watch World War II, they did 24 hours of D-Day. And they did mention James Doohan on D-Day because he was wounded on D-Day.
I wasn't aware of that. Really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's how he lost his middle finger.
I didn't even know he didn't have a middle finger.
Oh, yeah. That's why they always
showing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say that, I do.
The only time you saw that was Trouble with Tribbles when he was holding the Tribbles.
No, when you said that, it triggered something. that I remember them saying they did a good job hiding it. What you just said, I think I read somewhere or heard. I forgot all about that. Doesn't matter. He's good with 9 fingers, man. He could save the ship with 8 fingers. 7 fingers, he could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And a toe.
It's called Heaven's Gate.
What?
What are those
What about it?
people? You were talking about
the cult, yeah.
the cult.
Oh, Heaven's
That was what
Gate.
it was
Right. That was the cult. You're right. Yeah.
Thank you, Trent.
Yeah.
And good to have you. Mm-hmm.
He was the most famous person in that, I think, that off themselves.
Wow.
Only because he was her brother.
Wow.
Yeah. That was hard on her, from what I remember. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
Yeah, I did not know. Yeah. Well, let's welcome all the way from Lipa City, Philippines. It is James Tanner.
Former Heaven's Gate member. Hi, James.
Hey, good morning, guys. How was everybody?
Hey, James.
We're doing good.
Yeah, I just got off. Thanks for being patient while I had to spend some time with the grandkids. It's really weird. And it always seems to be coincidental like that. I sent you the set. I'm going to be in as soon as I get things set up. And as soon as I press the key to send, I get a message from my son, and he says, "Oh, the grandkids want to speak to you. You got time for them?" And of course, you always got time for the grandkids.
Oh.
So,
well, you're busy. You're a busy guy. You got a life. You got things to do. You know.
You got new houses popping up in the neighborhood.
Yeah, you see that? You see all the construction that's going on here?
Yes.
It's insane what's going on. Yeah. Andrew says late night. Yeah, it was a late night last night. As a matter of fact, one of the things, I always like to do a little bit of show and tell. Let me see if I can. I just threw it real quick. Some pictures. Let me see if I can get it. I threw it in a PowerPoint so that I can advance like a few pictures at a time. I don't know how to do it any other way. So let me see if I can share a screen. It'll be a window. It'll be PowerPoint. Okay. So tell me if you see this. Can you see?
Oh yeah, here I'll pop it in there. There you go.
Can you see it? Okay.
Yep.
So this is a picture of this was, what is today? Today is Sunday here. This was Friday night. Couple nights ago, we went to this really neat restaurant. It's called Tomato and Basil. It's right on the side of Taal Lake, with a view from the restaurant itself. When you look out, you can see the volcano in the background. We got there a little bit later. This was when we got there. It was around. It was, our reservations were 6. I think we got there a little bit later.
That doesn't look like a volcano. That looks like your wife.
No.
In the background.
She's hot. She's as hot as a volcano.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this was they served typical Filipino food, and as the name might kind of indicate, it's Italian also. And I got to tell you, I'm 25% Italian on my mother's side, and everything was Italian made when we were living in New York, and all different pastas and everything like that. Like I tell you, this restaurant here serves some of the best Italian food I've had anywhere. Italy, New York, no matter where. And this is lasagna that we had here. Me and Rob. This is actually the couple you see there to our right. This is the couple that's building that last house that I did the video with the house blessing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
This is Rob and Bless. Let me see if I can. Hopefully,
I was going to say the Filipinos, whatever, they seem to like Italian food. But then again, who doesn't like Italian food?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And this was,
but they do screw up spaghetti.
No, the spaghetti sauce, not the spaghetti. The spaghetti sauce. Okay, so and here, this one is I just wanted to show the picture of the lasagna right here. You can see on the left, or maybe you can't. My wife actually had some salmon, and she said the same thing. She said it was absolutely superb. So that was our Friday night, And then this was last night. This was last night.
Ah.
This was every Saturday night, as Art's well aware.
Yep.
We have a get together. It's open gate. The neighbors come in. This was our smallest group in quite a while. We have some people that are actually out in Virginia, in the U.S. visiting right now. We had a couple that was actually sick. Actually, Robin Bless. Hopefully, it didn't have anything to do. Robin Bless. Hopefully, it didn't have anything to do from the Italian food that we had the night before. But they would have been there. Now, the guy in the back left.
Are you guys trying to get a ride home? Everybody's got their.
Everybody got there. Yeah, right by the side of the road. Yeah.
We drank too much wine with dinner. We need a lift.
Yeah.
So this one, the guy in the back left by the TV back there, next to Romeo, the contract that you always see on our channel, that's Alan Henderson, and Alan is from Scotland. We did a video with him a year ago, and it was a very interesting video. He always comes bearing gifts, and I'll show you. You'll see the shirt that he's wearing right now. And I didn't take a picture of the other ones. Other gifts that he brought. Anyway, this is he brought Ness. You see Ness's T-shirt he brought. It says if you can read the writing, it says Henderson Kilts. He and his wife. His wife's a Filipina, and they have one of the biggest kilt designing and making businesses in all of Scotland. And
is that Tartars or us?
Tartars are where? What?
That's the
the
style of the kilt. Tartar.
I don't know. I tell you what, maybe
Bill even got that.
Yeah, I got it. I was thinking you could have done better. Maybe tartar sauce or saucy tartars.
Yeah. That's what I thought. What he was. That's what I thought. What he was saying. Anyway,
I was thinking of the pattern that you see on kilts. Kind of a plaid, They call it, that's tartar.
No.
Yeah.
Andrew's talking to you, James. She wants to know if you're Scottish.
I'm actually no. When I said I was 25% Italian, I'm also 25% Irish. As a matter of fact, if you look at Alan there in this picture, he's a young version of my dad, except my dad's only like just under 5 foot tall and got a lot more freckles all over. So I'm like 25% Irish, 25% Italian, 25% German, and the other 25% I claim American. So
so you don't know.
I don't know what that yet. So that's the combination of the other three. Anyway, so this is Alan. He was here last night. He's spending about 3 weeks here before his wife is actually still back in Scotland because she's managing the business. The last 2 times he's come, she's doing it, but he's coming next year and he's going to bring his wife over, so they'll be down. And he always comes bearing gifts. Last time he brought a bottle of scotch that he brought over with him, along with this it's a friendship plate where it's like when you get married or you're declaring a friendship with someone. We did a video on this, and you pour the Scotch whiskey inside there, and one person takes a sip of one side, and the other person takes a sip from the same vessel on the other side.
I think I remember that video.
Yeah, and it's like you kind of declare your friendship with each other. Anyway, this is a picture. This is what I'm working on right now. This is where I got
nice.
Yesterday. Before these are the barn doors. I have the assembly done. I have to do a little bit of correction, just a little bit. With I have a little bit of out of an alignment, like warping a little bit, because I built this from wood that was cut down from one of the house builds here. That would be Scott and Marv from Saipan. This is the wood from the tree on their lot, and it's still a little green, still a little wet. And when I put it together, I got a little bit of warp, but it's easy to correct the warping. So today, my project for this is to put the roller assembly on the top, put some like antique bolt accent pieces on there that go on the front, like they look like nut covers or something like that. And then once I do that, then I put the handles on and be mostly done. I'm still waiting on some hardware to come in, and I think that's it.
You can't go wrong with nut covers.
That's it. How do I stop the shit? And I gotta figure out how to stop the sharing.
Huh?
Did it
It's
stop?
already gone. It's gone, James.
Yep.
Okay,
Gone.
maybe because okay, cool. So anyway, that was my show and tell for today. I wanted to make sure that I gave you an update and showed you some of the things that are going. We're doing lots of other stuff as well. We have
cool.
you'll see a video, an upcoming video. Well, I don't know if I'll do it as a unique video where it's only that specific topic, or if I'll include it like with a what's going on at Villa Feliz update. And that will have to do with the Rotary. We had a big Rotary function.
Right, I
two
saw
big
some
functions.
photos of that.
We had our 44th year anniversary, which I've only been in for. This is my 5th year. This is our 5th year that I've been in with the Rotary here. But these guys have been around for 44 years.
Wow.
And we actually there was like 3 people that have been there since the 43rd year. So we got some old timers that have been around for that. We did another Rotary function just recently where you'll see it'll be kind of, I think it's funny. We did a traditional Philippine dance, and that's the one. I don't know if I told you. What's that? No, I'll show it another time. I have to cue it up, and I don't know where the video is at. Nessa's over. You hear Nessa in the background. So this is our Sunday. This is our chill Sunday, and I'm actually in the bedroom right now, and she wants to spend the whole day here. I'd still spend the day here, but I have to go downstairs and work a little bit. But anyway, for the Rotary, we did some dance lessons. So I had to learn. It's almost like a waltz. Dun 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 dun, and you're in traditional. It's the
Barong Tagalog.
Barong Tagalog, and the ladies.
See,
are
I
the
know this shit.
traditional. Yeah. And the
Nice
ladies
how you
in
called
the
it shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim.
The gowns like the Mel DeMarco's type gowns and stuff like that.
The one with
So we had 3 couples. We had 3 couples, and they asked us if we would participate in that. So we were one of the 3 couples for that. That'll be funny because I don't dance. I have the iconic two left feet kind of a thing. That's me.
No.
But they were very patient with me, and
good.
and I asked the dance instructor towards our, I think at the beginning of our last dance practice, and I said, so how do you think I'm doing? He said, James, you nailed it at the beginning, you nailed it at the end, but everything in between was crap. But I see over in the Andrew. He says maybe next time Alan will bring a kilt. Well, I mentioned actually I have a feeling he might next time because Alan always comes bearing gifts, really nice personalized gifts when he comes. The other gift I didn't show you, he brought 4 Scotch glasses that were etched. They're etched. They're all etched. And one is actually the island, the Scottish, the island of Scotland. That one had Villa Feliz written at the very bottom, etched inside. There was one. It was a plant, like their national plant. And I think that one had James. Then there was one. Ness had one that said Ness on it, and he had one that had his own name, Alan. He said, "This is what when every time I come, this is you said make sure that glass is set aside. Nobody touches that glass. It'll be my glass every time I come." And then the time before that he came, I told you he brought the vessel. I don't even know how to pronounce the word. Q-U. But how do you pronounce it? Quick is the name of it. So it's a very actually I did a video. It says how to pronounce quick. That's the name of the video of the episode that I did. And then I mentioned about the kilt. I said, I was really expecting you were going to bring a kilt. He said, well, I didn't know what size that you were. And I said, just my size is big. I said, if you bring a big, then it will fit me.
Mhm.
And
You,
so
you
he'll
reminded
become-
me when you said dancing in the Philippines. Have you heard of the Bayani Han National Dance Company in the Philippines? It's like the national dance troupe in the Philippines.
You know
Bayani
Bayani
Han.
Han.
Bayani.
Bayani Han.
Bayanihan?
Yeah, dance club.
Yeah.
Dances. Yeah.
No, it's a
She
troupe.
says, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
apparently since 1956. It's like the national
Bayanihan.
dance troupe of the Philippines that travels all over the world, and they do folk dance. And my wife was in that dance troupe for 6 years. Traveled all over
Really?
Asia.
Cool.
Yeah,
Bill's wife was in that. She was in there for 6
Wow.
years.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they travel all around the world.
Yeah.
spent a couple
Yeah.
years. Spent a couple years in Japan and all over the place. Yeah,
Ah,
she's
that's awesome.
talented. And then she met me, and her life was over.
You should teach Bill.
Bayani Han.
But so does she dance for you? Does she still do it?
Not folk dance, but yeah. No.
Oh, you
We're
have the
we're-
pole.
we're a
You have
bit
the
older
pole
now.
in the. You have the pole in the bedroom.
Yeah.
No.
Traditional. No poles. Italians. But no. But yeah, I forgot about that. She told me about that. Yeah, 6 years all over the. So it's because of that she picked up some Japanese and speaks like 7 languages, I guess.
Well,
'Cause
Ness is a level 1 Japanese. In Japan, they have, I think it's 5 levels, and this is what the Japanese have to learn. And level 1, because there's so many different, whatever it is, but because she taught, she lived there 15 years in Japan, and she taught. She
I think she went to Singapore, the Philippines, Taiwan.
And she was an interpreter. Yeah, she did. She was an interpreter for the prosecutor's department and like illegal aliens overstays and things like that. And I mean, she's one of the very few people, Filipinos, that go over there. Usually, it's a Filipino that marries a Japanese man over there. But she's one of the very few that's gone over there to pursue a career and get her own driver's license over there, and she got her own Japanese citizenship while she was over there. Yeah.
She did some acting too. My wife. She was in a movie with Rudy Fernandez and Lorna Luxon. And
really,
yeah, I have a copy of one of the movies she was in. Yeah,
downloaded
long time ago. We're getting old now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very talented. My wife.
Speaking of family members who were in movies, we have it's Nessa's. Well, it's our brother-in-law, Nessa's sister's husband. He's been in as an extra in a couple of movies like Bridge Over the River Kwai or Apocalypse Now, right? Platoon. Yeah.
Platoon.
Platoon, that's the one. Platoon.
Another one. She did some body work for Lorna Luxon because she was pregnant during one of the movies and like that. You know, she didn't have any leads. She had small roles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our brother-in-law, he actually looks, when you look at him, he actually looks Japanese. He looks Japanese. So and they cast him for roles, and when they do, because a lot of your movies, like for World War II, you know, and were done here inside the Philippines. Anything that had to do with Vietnam or anything like that, they actually did it right here inside the Philippines. There's been a lot of them that's done here. So he's been fortunate to be cast for some of those roles.
Cool.
What happened to Don?
James,
Don was in here earlier.
No, he was in here. Yes, he was here.
Briefly, he's at a wedding. He's at his nephew's wedding, so he just stopped in to say hi for a couple of minutes. They're keeping him busy. He said he's being, you know, apparently older according to him because he's in his 50s. But like they need him to do this and do that. I don't know. They were keeping him busy.
Sound system
and finishing the keg of Yangling. Yeah.
Sound system.
Yeah.
I always like weddings.
You were saying, Art?
So James, it looks like I will be there in February.
Okay.
Yeah. I was invited by Chris, Nelia to come with them.
Well, you know, speak of the devil, Chris, not to do the devil, but Chris and Nelia, they put their lot up for sale officially.
Yep, that's good.
They put
Mm-hmm. I saw the
Mm.
advertisement.
Yeah. I
Nelia
have
sent me a video.
I have
I
a
should buy it.
what? Yeah, and I said Art should buy it.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
And I think that the price is negotiable that they're having on that. I think they want to get, they want to do like they were down in like Cebu or Dumaguete or something, somewhere down there,
Dumaguete.
and they found a like an apartment complex,
Yep.
type
Yep.
of thing that they want to.
Yeah, Chris and I were talking about it last night.
Yeah, I guess they've had the opportunity because they were down there. I saw their Facebook postings, and they were down there. So I haven't spoke with them in any length. I just see what they're posting, but I haven't heard, because I told them to be very cautious, because the price that he was telling me, it didn't seem like it would seem like too good to be true. And if anything, you know the old saying, if it's too good to be true, you know, probably
usually
not true.
is.
Yeah. But especially that case is especially true here inside the Philippines, you know, so you got to be really careful. So there's so many things here where people will sell property. Then as soon as they sell it and they get the money from you, you find out that the cousin of the cousin who has a nephew that blah blah, so somewhere they have their name on a title. They have the rights on the titles inside there. It takes. And then
UP Bayanihan.
What?
Bill's wife.
His wife's from the Philippines.
UP Bayanihan. UP.
Yeah, his wife.
Was she from UP too?
But your wife, Bill, your wife went to UP, right?
She went to P? What?
UP, University of the Philippines.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
No, he said no. I don't think so.
I don't think she went there. I don't think so. I'm looking at this Bayani Han National Dance Troupe. Apparently, here's a link. Culture 360.
Are you sending me? Are you sending me the link?
I'll just throw it I'll throw it in the chat. Can you see the chat?
I see the chat, but I don't see your link.
Well, it's because I didn't post it yet.
Oh.
There it is.
Maybe
that's just about it. Bayani Han. Yeah.
Oh, there it
it's
is.
1957. Apparently, it's yeah. Oh, there's actually a video here.
Well, I guess
they travel all over the world, these guys.
I don't think you can play that. If you played that, it would probably give you a copyright strike or something like that, huh?
Yeah, here's a video.
I don't know. Unless you played less than 5 seconds. If you play less than 5 seconds, you won't get any type of copyright.
Oh, I see guys doing stick dancing. Hold on. I don't think that was her. Yeah, this is just one of the things that they do. Because apparently their whole mission is to I don't know, talk about Filipino original culture. You know what I mean? They do folk, some kind of folk dancing and stuff. It's interesting. Never really looked it up before.
I'll take a look at that. Yeah.
Indigenous music, song, and dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Celebrating the ancestors of the Philippines. Okay. But
we're actually going to be doing. We're actually going to be doing some travel here coming up pretty soon. I won't say where we're going. I won't say where we're going. I'll let you know when we get back.
Right.
Let you know when we get back. Well, hopefully we'll have some videos. I would like to bring the drone with me,
There you go.
because I'm traveling really light. I'm just going to take like a rucksack and like a carry-on bag for some stuff, events that we're going to meet up with some other people. But I want to bring the drone, but I don't want to bring the drone carrying case. It's got all the, so I got to figure some way that I can put it in my rucksack or something. It's pretty small, you know, the Air 2.
Yeah.
Air 2S.
Yeah, the Air 2. Yeah.
Oh, good news! Good news.
Oh,
The Air 3. Remember, I told you the last time we spoke
yep.
that I couldn't get the
Mhm.
Air 3, and it was too expensive to purchase it from Amazon because it was like the import fees, customs. So it would end up being like over $2,000 for the
Mhm.
Air 3 if I would order, and that's the one with the Pro controller monitor, whatever you talk about, the one that has the
Mhm.
like the one that I have for the Air 2S. And they weren't even offering it here inside the Philippines at the time. But there's two DJI representative companies on Lazada, the Amazon.com equivalent over here,
Mhm.
and one of them now is offering. Whether they still have it in stock or not, I don't know. I couldn't afford it even when it was regular price, but it was less. It was like about $50 or $75 less than what you would buy it for on Amazon.com. I was really surprised. So maybe in my future, I can't justify it right now because the Air 2S does everything except for the distance that the Air 3 will do. I like the extended flight time and the OcuSync 4, the range of the OcuSync 4, but I just can't justify dropping another grand or so on another drone when this one was working fine.
Well, the new one, the range with the new battery is one of the big. It might be the advantage for you. You can get closer to that volcano.
The volcano, yeah, and make it back because every time I do to the closest point of the volcano that you can get on the surrounding part of the island, I only have like 1% of battery. 2 times that's happened to me. 1%. I came back fighting the throttle sticks on there because it wants to land in the water, and I'm fighting those.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me.
Yeah. So that is the only thing that would push me into purchasing that. Well, that in my bank account. I need to start posting more videos. I've really been because of all the activities that I've been doing around here that are non vlogging related. I normally I try to do 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm lucky if I can get one video out every 2 weeks now because of that. But it'll go back. It's cyclic. There's just a lot going on. Once I get some things done around here, we'll be back. I'm actually recording a lot of the things that I'm doing right. So the busy projects I'm doing, like the barn doors. Even you'll see a how to make barn door video from me, and it'll only be a 20-minute, maybe about a 20-minute video. But I've been working on it for 2 months, waiting for wood to, cutting wood, waiting for wood to cure. It doesn't cure overnight, and then ordering hardware from the US, some of the hardware that I use inside here, and waiting for that to come in, blah, blah, blah. So I have a lot of stuff in the making, in the queue. They're in project folders all over the place.
You don't have any fabricators that could fabricate some of the hinges and parts?
Well, I am right now. I've employed KMC Ironworks. They're the people who did our railing for our stairs here. They did all our fence, the ironwork for all of our fence around the perimeter of the house. I've employed them because I started this project and I couldn't find a single rail. I think it's a little over 2 meters, almost 2.5 meters in length for the roller rail for the doors to roll on. When you order, I don't know what it has to do with. There's a problem with inventory. I don't know what's causing the problem with the inventory. But even if you try to order it from the U.S., like on Amazon, from the barn door hardware sellers, they don't have stock, or they either don't have stock of the longer pieces, or they're prohibited from sending a 2.5 meter piece of iron on a plane from the U.S. to the Philippines. And when you order here, even on Lazada, when you go and the smaller pieces they have, if you want something that's only like 5 feet, you can get that. But the longer pieces, they have no stock, or what they do is they have it. They're in 12-inch. I think they're 12-inch sections, and it's like a puzzle piece where they connect together right here, and you do like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 pieces. But when you mount them, because you drill a hole into the concrete wall, you put anchor bolts inside there. And when you do that, sometimes it's like it's not perfect. When you look at it across the top, it's not a perfect straight. That's why I want one bar. So I got KMC. They're fabricating one bar for me, but it's
Are you playing sound effects, Bill?
Bill, are you
Bill,
bored?
we can hear that. We can hear that, Bill.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at that movie she was in.
Ironwork's not your thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sometimes.
I'm working on the logistics of some of the hardware right now. So that's what's taking me so long with this project.
You know,
Well, guys, we've done over 3 hours, so I think people are going to bed. But we could,
Bill,
we could keep going
try to talk.
after
He
the
cuts me
show.
off. He doesn't listen to me at all. Honestly, James.
You need to. You have watch time, Art. You should pay attention when somebody wants to talk. Let that person talk.
Nah, he talks over me all the time. He doesn't listen to what I have to say. That's okay. I put a link to some Instagram photos of the Bianahan dance troupe, by the way, if you want to see some pics. Pretty neat looking stuff. Yeah. Beautiful costumes.
Where'd you post the link?
In the chat.
Is it? I only see the one. The one.
It's right underneath.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, maybe mine's not updating. What's going on here?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's that Filipino internet. I thought Skylink was supposed to be the thing, man.
Oh,
right under the.
I'm actually
Starlink.
I'm on. I actually, for some reason, my laptop, because I was downstairs when I picked it up, and it logged on to BLDT. It's not on the Starlink.
There you go.
Oh! Before this is good. I'm glad I got to mention this before you shut this whole live stream down. I heard Bill talking about earlier, and you guys talking about the cost of Starlink, and you're saying you were
That's right.
complaining.
Okay.
You were complaining at the cost, and well, you know what the cost of Starlink is for us in the Philippines, Bill? It's like $47 a month.
Really?
It's half the price. It's 2,700 pesos, which I just got my bill. Hold on, I just got my bill.
Yeah, well, that's certainly worth that.
Yeah, I just got my
links
bill.
Except my links aren't showing up.
Wherever it is, I pay for it. No, I pay for it in pesos, but it gets debited from my U.S. account. So whatever the exchange rate is this time, every month my bill is different depending on the exchange rate. And the dollar is doing awesome right now. It's almost to 57 pesos to the dollar right now, and it was like a little over $27 was my $47. A little over $47 was my Starlink bill this time.
Oh, wonderful.
I think in the U.S. it's like what 100, 110, 120, something like that.
It looks like it's available in my area finally. Yeah, service $120 a month.
Yeah, $120 a month. And you know what? You know what, Bill? I really don't want to say this. I shouldn't probably even say this on a live stream because it might come back to bite me. But the thing is, what you pay should be the exact same amount that I pay. Everybody should have the same exact amount because my background is satellite communications. All right, and the level of effort, the money for the resources for providing you content isn't really different from this is on the satellite side. It's exactly the same because these satellites, they're rotated. They're not in geosynchronous orbit. They're all rotating like this. And it's just picking up every satellite as it's going over your location. It's going from satellite to satellite. Because there's almost a couple thousand satellites. Starlink.
Well, I mean, I got to look at it whether they'd be able to sell it at that kind of rate in other areas. You know,
I kind of in my mind just answered my own question. It's not the satellite portion for those resources. It's what you pay for satellite, basically repeaters, not satellite repeaters, internet providers in your location. You know, we probably have the highest rates in the world because the way it works, there's agreements. Starlink has an agreement with every host country that accepts their satellite transmission. The Philippines, ours goes through someplace up in Quezon. Everything goes over the satellite, downlinks from the satellite into an agreed contractual agreement between Starlink and the Philippines in Quezon City. That's the satellite, the internet provider. Then it gets uplinked back up to the cloud that goes around the world. That's the way it is. Our internet is cheaper here in the Philippines than your internet, like your AT&T and your Sprint and Time Warner.
I only pay $47 a month for my internet through Comcast.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have went up to $50, but I buy the minimum one. You know, I get my 60 down and my 12 up, and I'm good with that.
Well, that's fine.
Actually, 20 up. They for some reason I get more than what they promise. But
I have the same. I have the same here with PLDT, which is our Philippine internet provider, and I pay $16.99 pesos, which is like, what is that? That's like $30. It's about $30 for the. And the only reason I have PLDT, I don't need it. Starlink does everything I need here. But the only reason is we need a dependable backup for some reason. Like the only time Starlink doesn't work the best is when we have tremendous rainstorm, which we get those during this time of year, during rainy season. And of course, anything with satellites, you know, it acts like a attenuator, and we'll drop the signal. But 99% of the time we have perfect. But for some reason, if my wife, because you know my wife still works, she's still teaching in the U.S. So to the U.S. So she has to have a dependable 24/7 internet connection. So we keep PLDT for the backup because even when they have brownouts here, which is quite often, like once a week here, the PLDT doesn't go down because they're on like some type of an up system. So.
Well, there's actually two services available here. Standard is $120, and in priority, 1 terabyte is $250 a month. You know, and that's the thing too. They'll tell you that's what it costs, and then when you get the bill, they're gonna have all these service fees and taxes, and you know, I'm paying for the internet for the people in the part of the country that can't get it. You know, that was that Al Gore tax they threw on there. You know, it's I don't know what it end up being, but see, like I said. Why would I do that? You know, it's just crazy.
Well, you should see. I will have to show you. I'll hopefully the next time if I remember it. If I don't, please remind me. I want to show you, like with the utility bill, our utility bill, electric utility bill, and I want to show you all the charges, our bill, literally, like you can't even see the top and the bottom of that's how big the bill is that they produce through the little printer that they have when they come and they read your meter. When they read the meter here, they don't send it through the mail or you don't get an email bill for your. They actually have a guy with this little thing. It's like, you know, you go in the store and you put your credit card in and it spits out this little. That's what they do here when they read your meter and they give that to you. Right. And I will say at least 30. We'll count it. We'll say at least 30 additional charges for all the way to paying for the churches over here. Stuff like that.
Well, there was some national internet. I forget what it was. The National Communications Something Act, where they, you know, and because they just couldn't get any funding from Congress at the time to expand internet services to rural areas and like that. So. What they did was they did a little end run and just put it and made a national tax that's included in everybody's bill. You know, so everybody pays for somebody. I helps pay for somebody else's internet as part of it, and it's just slimy, sneaky crap like that.
Well,
I pay 47 for my that's what I pay, 47. It's all included in it. You know, Comcast drills it down and puts it in there, so you have one payment, but. When you have the AT&T salespeople show up, and whoa, such a great deal! You're only going to pay this, and they don't bring up the fact that it ends up being $25 or $30 a month more because of all the taxes, fees, and service charges that are added to it on top of the alleged, bill. And funny thing, I mean, I save money. I mean, I buy my own router, my own cable router. I have my own, I buy my own equipment. You know what I mean? I just want the cable hooked up into the house. So that's all I pay, $47. That's it.
Well, that's what I did in the U.S. That's what I did in the U.S. both with Time Warner. I don't think I did. I don't know if AT&T would allow me to. When I had Time Warner, I bought my own fiber modem. I had that. I used that. They allowed us to do that, because if you don't, you pay a monthly.
Pay $10 a month.
You're renting it. You're renting. Yeah, you're renting there.
Yeah.
But you were talking about if there's a fee that they give you for that everybody pays for something. Yeah. It's like with our utility bill here.
Some kind of National Communications Act or something.
Yeah. They have over here for the utility bill for line loss. I don't know if I think it's called line loss, or there's another name for it. And it has to do where people go inside and they jumper their electric connection in their meter box, and they're just stealing the electricity. But everybody pays for that over here. That's another charge, because the utility company.
That's also added to your cell services as well, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. Cell service and internet. Yeah. Communication.
Okay, Art. Okay. I think you're good.
I'll look that up. That'll be a discussion on my stream someday. I'll look that up and see what people think about that. The hidden fees that you're paying that you don't know you're paying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't log in early. I didn't wake up until like 7:30 this morning. You're already on for at least a half hour before I got up. But I saw the title, something about bikinis. You didn't come on in a bikini or anything this morning.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering what that was all about. Did you actually do something about?
It was clickbait.
The clickbait. You're not doing that. Come on. You're too good for that.
So, James, did you see this picture of me
in a bikini? I did see that. You did that like about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I think it was last week or the week before. Had a hook in my eyelid.
Yeah. How are you doing, by the way? Is that
Oh, fine now. Yeah, the bruise is all gone. I'm all healed up. Yep.
So how did you were you casting and
Nope. I had my rods together. I had my wagon that carries all my stuff, and the spot was only a few feet away that I just needed to move my poles and my bucket to sit on. One of the rods was, the hook was hooked on the wagon, and I was working on that, and I bumped the other rod, and that's when that hook came flying at my eye, and it got hooked right under the eyelid, and I thought it hit my eyebrow, and I thought, oh, I could just kind of, you know how if you pull it out just right, it just pops right. And I go, no, that is in there. I got my friend Daryl to cut the line, and I walked back to my car, and I said, Daryl, I'm going to the emergency room. If you could pack up my stuff and put in the car, and the emergency room was only 5 minutes away. There was no patients there. I walked right in, and they got me into one of the cubicles there, and they got working on me. All I had to do was get my insurance card out and my ID, and they got all the paperwork going while they were taking care of me. And the doc, all he did is he numbed my eye, or my eyelid with the syringe, and it just came out really easy. The guy just knew what he was doing, and I got that and a tetanus shot. So I'm good for another 10 years on that. And
Well, you know,
so
you're a
that's
real man.
one less shot I need for the Philippines.
Well, you know, a real man, he would have just said, "The hell with the numbing. Just give me a piece of wood. Let me bite down on the wood."
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty herring tale. You
Yeah,
got there.
it was.
And,
So
yeah.
kind of.
But
Yeah,
you know,
that
if you could
happened
only
over a Labor Day weekend.
if you could only catch fish that easy, just wiggling.
Mm-hmm.
That's well, you're lucky. You're lucky that it just caught your eyelid and
Right.
it didn't catch into your eye itself and the location
Yeah,
that it actually.
if I would have had my sunglasses on, none of that would have happened.
Mhm. Well, for
Yep.
me, I have to wear glasses all the time anyway, so
Right.
this helps me, especially in the workshop. This helps me out a lot in the workshop.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, Artie, I
So-
think you got to eat dinner now, don't you?
Yeah, I'm getting a little hungry here.
We got 4 people left, so that would be us.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming and
I think they may be gone.
putting up with us for 3+
Are we really
hours.
the only? Are we really the only ones here?
It says there's 4 people. I don't know if they're counting us or not. I mean, even
Have a great Saturday, and we'll catch you next week. And remember, keep them flying. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
okay.
folks.
Take care.
Cheers.
See you,
to the
James. Thanks for
four,
coming.